You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, my bad, y'all. My bad. We here, man. I had to deal with my dog, man. It's always something, it seems like, man. But ain't nothing we can't get through with a little bit of faith and a little bit of strength. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get right, man. Y'all know what time it is. Good, great, grand evening to y'all, man. The doctor's in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, man. We in the building, man. Let's get started. Don't forget to smack that like button for y'all boy. You know what I'm saying? Or have my boy Ty come and smack you. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm just playing. Like he about to smack the guy with all the funky energy or something like that. Hey, but yes, sir, we got my boy Mike in the building. Big Mod in the building. What the heck? Oh my gosh, something always going on. We got Ty Morissette, big member in the building. Appreciate that, man. Mama Q has a message. Oh Lord, who's Mama Q, bro? We got Let's Be Real in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Before we get started, man, let's go ahead and bow our heads and say our prayers, man. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, man. A lot of things developed today and a lot of stuff for us to discuss. It's crazy, man. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many new developments in this game that we call boxing that we love. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really a game, man. But please, before we get to it, let's bow our heads. Join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for your blessings, Lord. We ask you that you keep our body and our mind and our spirit healthy, keep it clean, keep it positive, and keep it honest, Lord. And we ask that we go forth with every day with the strength of your sword and the protection of your armor And we ask that you not only allow us to be the best versions of ourselves for ourselves, but also for others as well, Lord. We ask you that if we can manage it, take the burdens of those to lessen their burden and be a beacon of light and hope for others, you know, because you never know who's watching or listening or paying attention, Lord. So we just want to always be a good example for those that are our peers, younger than us, older than us, and everybody in between, Lord. Let us be that good example and that reflection of goodness, you know, to make our surroundings a little bit better, Lord. We thank you for the love. We give you all the glory, and we thank you for your mercies. I ask for your forgiveness of our sins. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen. Give me a second, chat. My dog was coughing. Ben. You good, bro? What's up, bro? All right, we here, man. He said, Floyd Senior, aka Mama Hopefield, aka John Q, aka Mama Q, and y'all know what the Q stood. That's crazy, man. You gotta chill on that man, bro. Even though he is weak. Don't forget to smack that like button. Oh shoot, before we get started, man. Shout out to my boy Mike, man. Mike, Mr. Mike. Mazik in the building, man. Dropping the $5 on the chat early, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Showing some love. Big support in the Cash App, man. I appreciate that, man. My boy out here dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Big support. I appreciate that, bro. Big $5, man. We appreciate that. That's love, man. Thank you so much, bro. My boy always coming through with the, you know what I'm saying? He got 5 on it. Y'all know that song. What you know about Lunas, man? We got Mark Spencer in the building. All right, man. So let's get started, man. So we have a lot of things to talk about, man. We're going to bring up the topics, you know what I'm saying? The NTB topics, man. This is NTB. What's this? Episode 321, man. Now I'm talking about, for those of you that aren't from the South and aren't culturally, you know, aware, you know, NTB means know what I'm talking about. It means now I'm talking about, but you say it with a Southern twang is know what I'm talking about. So let's bring up these topics right now. Let's get right to it, man. At the bottom of the board, you see them right there, all 6 of them, man. We're going to start off with, you know how we do it, man. One time for the ladies. So we have to do ladies first. We are gentlemen, right? So ladies first. One time for the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to start off with the GOAT. You know what I'm talking about? One of the best fighters, not just for her gender, one of the best fighters, period. And one of the best women athletes ever. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell it. Miss Claressa, the GOAT Shields, man, a.k.a. T-Rex and all that good stuff and bonbons, man. We have it right here, man. She has some unfortunate news, man. She has been suspended. Yeah, she has been suspended. She has been suspended and she has been suspended. You know, because she tested positive for the weed, as Stephen A. Smith would say, you know what I'm saying? The weed for marijuana, you know, and you know, it was her positive test came back via saliva, you know what I'm saying? They did probably a oral it was an oral fluid sample, right? They probably did like a cotton swab and they tested it and it came back positive for marijuana. As you know, marijuana is not a PED, but in the state of Michigan and other states like Texas, it is determined as a banned substance. You know, a banned substance doesn't have to be a PED. You know, a banned substance can be anything that they don't allow. Doesn't have to have the effects of a PED. So it's definitely not a PED. Let's not get that twisted. Let's make that very clear. It's not a performance enhancing drug. It's not a steroid. It's just something that they don't allow in that state during competition. But you know what the irony is? In Michigan, marijuana is legal. But you know, that just goes on further to show you that competition is different and it should be treated different. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing against it for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow the rules. And it was she did test positive for that, and in the state of Michigan is not allowed, you know, according to WADA. However, you know where she was at, right? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you are a product of your environment, and you know, and that product of your environment this time might be marijuana, because she was in the arena and a lot of brothers was there. You know what I'm talking about? Not saying that brothers are the only ones that indulge in marijuana, but I'm saying that in that vicinity, you know, a lot of those people, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Christian, atheist, somewhere in between, male, female, don't matter. They was indulging on the herb. You know what I'm saying? That herb will probably got into her system, especially if she was kissing somebody, you know, lip locking with somebody that could have been on that herbal at the time. So there's a lot of reasonable explanations for it. I'm not giving any excuses. We're going to see how it goes. But she claims that she has never smoked weed, you know what I'm saying? And I believe her, you know, she never tested positive before. I really think it was just a product of your environment, and you can get contact highs. We all know that, right? There's plenty of ways that you could test positive, you know, and this time they did a saliva test, and, you know, on the swab that she salivated on, you know, it came back positive, you know. And I just want to be very clear too. It's not, the punishment did not come from a sanctioning body. It wasn't there's no investigation from the WBC, WBA, but or IBF, but the WBO, they did request a show notice from Claressa Shields for her to provide an explanation as to why this could have happened, you know what I'm saying? But the Michigan Commission is what's coming down on her, and they're getting a lot of blowback, as they should, because a lot of people are asking, like, why would you do this? You know what I'm saying? And if it's such a small amount, as they say, you know, because everybody's so focused on the quantitative value of the amount, you know what I'm saying, when they talk about other people, right? So they want to know the amount. According to all the articles that I've read, it was a petite amount, minuscule amount, small amount, but it's still an amount that was detected. So I do think it needs to be addressed, and we'll see what happens. You know, according to Claressa Shields, it's a temporary suspension until she provides the information that could, you know, clear her name. And then also, she has already filed an appeal, something else that other cheaters didn't do. You know, they settled, you know, but she filed an appeal, and she will be going to court, and we'll see how it goes, man. The Michigan Commission has deemed that it was appropriate to drop disciplinary action in the form of a suspension. So it's not finalized yet. Like I said, she claims she never smoked weed, and yeah, weed is legal in Michigan, so it makes sense that a lot of people in the vicinity, in the arena, wherever she fought at, you know, when she fought Daniel Perkins, were probably on some ganja, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But it is banned from competition by the WADA, the World Anti-Doping Administration. And, you know, this is a similar situation with Keyshawn, right? Remember, Keyshawn, he tested positive for marijuana when he fought Nahir Albright in Texas. Not because marijuana, once again, it's not a PED, but it's a banned substance in the state of Texas, and that's where the venue was located where they fought. So that win for Nahir Albright was overturned to a no contest. The difference is this, though, is that Claressa Shields actively going to contest it, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes, and there's been no overturning yet, and I don't anticipate that there will be overturning. I think it's just a little bump in the road, and we just need to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, it could be from anything. It could be because she smoked it intentionally, but it also could be because she caught a contact high where she was at, or she was kissing somebody who was heavily on, you know what I'm saying, heavily on the marijuana or whatever. There's a lot of logical explanations. I just think we should just wait and see what happens. And she's doing all the right things, man. She's saying that she's innocent, and, you know, that doesn't mean that wasn't in her system, but she's saying she didn't do it intentionally. So we'll see how it goes, man. It doesn't, in my opinion, I would say this same thing. It doesn't matter if it's a PED or not, though. It's a banned substance, so, you know, you shouldn't have it in your system when you're fighting somebody. That's what it comes down to. Those rules are the rules, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think she does it intentional, but I don't think she did it intentionally, but intent doesn't matter. If it's in your system, it's in your system. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, intent matters when it comes to putting forth a disciplinary action, or enforcing the rule, or determining what's an appropriate reprimand for it. But it doesn't mean that that it's not there, you know. But this will help. Intent matters when it comes to the type of punishment that they bestow upon you. Marlo said, I guess I will fail that test. Marlo said, I guess I'll fail that too. Yeah, and then, like my boy Ty said, and still the champion. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't anticipate anything to be changed, but it is something to note, though, you know, and we'll see how it goes, man. I think people are blowing it out of proportion as they usually do when it comes to anything with Claressa Shields. But you just got to be careful, man. You know, just take it as a lesson, man. Just be careful of your surroundings. Be careful of what you're signing up for. Be careful of the rules that are applied or applicable to you in your situation, and just try to dot your I's and cross your T's. But in this case, when you're in a building and that's in the arena, well, then maybe you got to look at the Michigan Commission. Maybe they should have been more careful on who they allow in the building. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we're not going to bestow any judgment. We're going to see how it goes. We got my boy Oscar in the building. Big member in the building. We got Claressa Claressa, Justice for Claressa in the building, from Karma in the building. Yes. Big justice for Claressa. But we'll see, though. You know, I'm not going to say that the commission is doing anything wrong, but it does seem like they are somewhat excited to get that news out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're excited to, you know, you should enforce the rules. I can't knock anybody for enforcing the rules, or, you know, administratively or whatever, you know, at any level. But I do think that it just seemed like a little rushed, you know, and we'll see when it gets down to it. And I have full confidence that she's going to prove her, like I said, I don't want to say innocence, because if it's in your system, even if it's unintentional, it's still in your system. But intent does matter when it comes to quantifying these things and what's the appropriate punishment. So intent does matter, you know. So she let's say she could prove her innocence of intentionally consuming something that's banned. We'll say it like that. Omaha Quick in the building. What's good? My boy Ty says normal procedures, blood and urine. Why was there a check swab? Exactly. That's a good question too. We got Oscar in the building. He said Canelo said Bacoli. He said I'm glad they didn't swab any of the fighters from Boots last fight at the Wells Fargo. You feel me? Because the whole building would have failed. Right. Pugilism in the building. But yeah, man. So I just think that just be patient, man. We'll find out, man. Like I said, with everything, just be patient, and what happens will happen. And shout out to Claressa Shields for maintaining her innocence and being very open about it. And shout out to people like Lou DiBella coming to her defense. And shout out to you know what I'm saying, the sanctioned bodies that are taking their time performing their own investigation, asking for an explanation to see if there's any reason why this stuff could have transpired. And you know, I think a lot of them are handling it well. You know, so I think the Michigan Commission was a little bit thirsty on this one, but it is what it is, man. I can't knock them for abiding by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Now their delivery and their presentation could be in question, but the rules are the rules. Man, we got to just be careful, you know. All right, so that was it for that, Claressa, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on for that marijuana, the weed. You know, we off the ganja now. We gonna move on to what I think is funny, man. You know, I be watching a lot of interviews, chat, and you know, this interview I thought was interesting. But yeah, let's just I'm gonna just let y'all listen to it. Don't have me tell it. Just listen to it, man. This is just a piece of it. I saw the whole interview, but this is just a piece. Listen to what he says right here. This is Shakur Stevenson, by the way. Check him out.
I'm not just no chump. Like, I'm not no guy that's just gonna take whatever either. So I know that.
I ain't no bitch. My mama know I ain't no bitch. That's what I ain't no chump. Let's keep it going.
Will be the biggest fight of his career. So let's make it happen.
Let's run it back.
Him fighting me will be the biggest fight of his career. So let's make it happen.
So by that him, the him that he's talking about, the him that he's referring to, the him that's the topic of this conversation is none other than him as Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, he said that he's the biggest fight of his career. I don't object to that, but I think it needs to, it's imperative that we add some context to that, right? I do think Shakur, in a way, is Gervonta's biggest fight of his career. But I think that there's a plethora of ways where he's not the biggest fight of his career. Is he the biggest fight of his career from a revenue standpoint? No. Would it be the biggest fight of his career in his divisional standpoint? You know what I'm saying? In his division, I would think no. Is he the biggest fight of his career in the country that they both reside in and occupy? I would say no. But I think it's the biggest fight of his career as far as a test and what we would like to see as far as contrasting styles and as far as, you know, the anticipation. But I could argue that Shakur's not the first, second, or third biggest fight of Tank's career in this country. I think Ryan Garcia, as much as I don't want to see it, I'm not advocating for these fights. I'm just telling you fights that I think are larger, on a larger scale from a viewership standpoint and a consumer standpoint, economic standpoint, revenue generation standpoint, a hype standpoint. I think Tank and Ryan rematch, unfortunately, would be bigger. I think Tank and Devin would be bigger. I think Tank and, I'll say those two for sure. I don't know about Teofimo. I can't really say that. I hope it's not bigger, but something tells me because of the cultural, you know, boxing and combat sports specifically like to take advantage of the ethnic differences, the cultural differences. So Teofimo and Tank may be bigger than Tank and Shakur, but as far as, and not to mention like internationally, like, you know what I'm saying, if they somehow make a Tank in anyway, which I don't want, if they somehow can make that, I think that's probably bigger. But I think that Shakur and Eddie Hearn, who has also repeated the same sentiment, saying that, yeah, Shakur is the biggest fight for Tank. I think they're trying to make it seem like, obviously they're talking about Tank heavy, right? You know, even though he has a fight coming up, because that's the fight that they want, right? But what I think is real indicative of him not being the biggest fight for not just Tank, but for anybody, is because, you know, Shakur didn't get the Zepeda fight. And that's not Shakur's fault. That's Zepeda's fault, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of, like the Frank Martin fight, right? He was supposed to get that, but he went the Tank route, not because Tank is easier, but because Tank brings a bigger payday. So I think that Shakur, it's just the writings on the wall, man, because of his style, because people aren't really too interested in or entertained by his style. He's not the biggest fight for a lot of people. That's why it's so easy to avoid him Not saying, because that's a fight I want. So let's be very clear. I want Tank and Shakur. I think it's one of the best fights in the boxing, but I don't think it's Tank's biggest fight. I adamantly disagree with that. And I also think that it is Shakur's biggest fight. It's not Tank's biggest fight. See, it's kind of similar to Canelo and Benavidez from the standpoint that anytime Tank fights and it's not Shakur, we're going to be disappointed a little bit naturally, right? Because that's the fight we want to see. Same with Canelo. Every fight that Canelo fights is not Benavidez, we're going to be naturally disappointed. And but that doesn't mean that Canelo doesn't have other good fights. Same with Tank. That doesn't mean that Tank doesn't have other good fights. And same with Shakur. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have other good fights to explore. But those are the fights that we want to see. However, when you try to make it seem like, oh, Canelo needs Benavidez for his legacy, no, sir, not as much. But I do think that Benavidez is a little different, because I do think that Benavidez and Canelo would be a bigger fight for them. But even then, it's still kind of questionable if they're the biggest fight for each other either, or for Canelo. But definitely Canelo's legacy does not depend on Benavidez. Benavidez's legacy depends on Canelo. Now, Shakur and Tank are a little more even with their legacy, but as far as somebody needing somebody economically in other ways outside of just the intrigue from the competitive standpoint, I don't think that Tank needs Shakur at all. And I think that's what's a testament to that is how much he sells with guys like Frank Martin or Esau Pitbull Cruz or others. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that they're just wilding. But I want to say even further to push this as truth, right? I want to, like I said, I don't want to say it's, yeah, to me it's the truth, but I know some people who are Shakur fans or maybe just don't like Tank or just have a different mindset, have a different thought process. What I would say is this: I want you to consider something, right? Shakur didn't get the Loma fight, right, when he was on Top Rank. That was one of the easiest fights to facilitate. Bob Arum was reluctant, and Lomachenko was reluctant to fight him, or Bob Arum didn't see like he even wanted to make that as a viable option. He didn't get Raymond Muratalla. He didn't get Teofimo. All of them are on Top Rank. Now, of course, you can say, oh, well, his contract was coming up, so that's why they were hesitant to give him a fight when he didn't commit to a long-term deal or an extension, right? That's fine and dandy. Okay, cool. I give you that. But the fact is, he still didn't get those fights. Then, this is the craziest part, right? Shakur was told by Oscar that the only way he gets a Zepeda fight is if he signs with Golden Boy. Bro, do you know how crazy that is? He's telling Shakur as the undefeated champion to sign with us for us to give you your mandatory fight. That's so backwards, bro. Like I've never heard somebody try to use that as a bargaining chip for you to fight a mandatory. Shakur is a champion. He tried to make Shakur sign and coerce Shakur to sign, gave him an ultimatum saying, you're only going to fight Zepeda if you sign to Golden Boy. And I think that is just, we may see that, oh, that's just Oscar tripping, but no, I think that's indicative of them knowing the business value or lack of business value that Shakur brings. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? For one, I'm not mad at him not shining on Golden Boy. I think that would have been dumb and it would have been ass backwards. I actually was an advocate for him to sign to Matchroom, but the reason why I wanted him to sign with Matchroom because I think Eddie Hearn keeps you busy, and it would behoove a guy like Shakur, even though his style's not as intriguing or attractive to or appealing to fans, especially not the casual fans. The fact that he was fighting all the time, at least he could get people on his side and want to see him and be like, okay, I can appreciate his greatness because he may not be getting knockouts, but I'm seeing him 2 or 3 times a year. That's gonna make me gravitate towards him more. But still, with Matchroom, I thought it was a good deal because Eddie Hearn's a gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur would benefit from somebody who's able to speak on his behalf in the tabloids, like Bill Haney does for Devin Haney, like who else talks a lot for their like Schofield. He's a bad example right now, but like Schofield Sr., how he talks for his son, or another bad example, Teofimo Sr., but still them talking in the press gets people intrigued in their son for good or bad reasons. So Shakur doesn't have that, and he doesn't have the style that's appealing. So I think it puts him in a bad situation. And I saw people talking about today when they're questioning guys like Steven Espinosa and PBC and saying, oh, Tank doesn't really want the fight. Well, Tank was, according to what people say, he was offered a 1-fight deal. Sorry, Shakur was offered a 1-fight deal to PBC. I knew about this a long time ago, right? I don't think he should have took the PBC. Like I said, I was an advocate for him to sign with Matchroom. However, when people say, oh, Tank is Tank's fault because they don't want the fight with Shakur because they gave him a terrible 1-fight deal, well, you'll be dumb if you think that 1-fight deal did not include Tank. Why else would he sign over there? So, of course, we have to assume that was Tank. And then when somebody like Steven Espinosa says that, I'm not saying that he tells all the truth. He doesn't say everything that's I'm not saying that he's completely trustworthy or he's going to say everything that's the truth. He's going to speak on from a perspective that benefits him. But it's so funny that people are quick to call somebody a liar, but then believe their own narrative. They have nothing to substantiate their perspective or their viewpoint or their position. They just say, "Oh, I don't believe him," who's somebody who's involved in the negotiations, involved with the business, but we're going to believe this, and we're going to say that this guy's lying. He might be lying, I don't know, but what I think happened is that they did put a one fight deal on the table, and Shakur wisely didn't take it. And the reason why I say wisely, because I don't think Benavidez or Shakur or Jerron Boots Ennis or anybody else should predicate their career off of fighting one person. Bro, you don't need one person to boost your career, bro. You should go be your own person and carve out your own path to greatness. Same with Benavidez. Like, I want Canelo and Benavidez to fight, but Benavidez needs Canelo more than Canelo needs him. But you could stand on your own merit and carve your own path to greatness. Your path to greatness does not go through one person. It goes through, your faith in God, if you believe. And then number two, your own hard work and dedication. Will it take you a little longer to get where you want to go if you can't fight that big, well-renowned, high-profile person? Of course. But bitch, be patient and follow the process. Don't you believe in yourself? So same with Shakur. I think it's a bad deal to take a one-fight deal, but I think it's also silly to assume that one-fight deal wouldn't include Gervonta Tank Davis. Who else would it include? Of course, we got to assume it would include Tank Davis, just like we would assume that whatever deal he had with Golden Boy, when Oscar says, "Hey, you want Zepeda, you come sign with us," then we got to assume that Zepeda would have been in that deal too. That's just common sense. Now, that doesn't mean that they might not pull a fast one, but that's a reach. You want to conspire like most people do. You want to put up a conspiracy theory, that's fine. But the evidence would prove that most likely if he signed with PBC, bitch, that came with Tank. Just like if he signed with Golden Boy, bitch, that came with Zepeda. And just like if he signed with Matchroom, that comes with anybody that he wants that's at Eddie Hearn's disposal to throw at him, a.k.a. Joe Cordina, and then trying to get Paddy Padley in the meantime while trying to get the big fights like Tank that he wants, or Lomachenko or whoever. So I just think it's just very funny. Like, but this is nothing that, like, to me, in my opinion, you don't see Zepeda trying to sign the PBC to get Tank. You don't see Zepeda trying to sign the top rank to get Shakur. You don't see Zepeda trying to sign the top rank or trying to sign with whoever else with Queensberry to get Baranchik. I want him to fight Shakur, but I also applaud him if he doesn't want to do that, wants to go his own path. That shows that they believe in you. So I think that this is nothing new, whether you talk about for PBC or Golden Boy. I think it's sad that you have to sign with somebody to get the fight, and I think it's even sadder that somebody could try to give you an ultimatum from a mandatory position. I think that's weak as hell. But let's be real. That's indicative of Shakur's lack of star power. He has star power. Let me rephrase that. His lack of star power. His lack of self-awareness. That's a better one. His lack of self-awareness. I think he thinks he's a bigger star than what he is. He's definitely a star. I made a video about this a long time. I was saying that Shakur is definitely a star. But he's not the biggest star. Tank is a much bigger star. It is what it is. And then Canelo's the biggest star. And then Anthony Joshua, Tank, who else? Those guys are bigger stars. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo's the biggest. So I don't think there's anything. I think it's sad, but I don't think that that Tank needs him as far as, or I don't think he's Tank's biggest fight, but I want to see that fight to get done for sure. But I don't think it's his biggest fight, man. But I will say this though, on the flip side, if you are going to predicate your career off of another guy, like if you're Boots, then bitch, you got to do whatever you can to get the Terrence Crawford fight. So you got to move up to 154. And shout out to him, he's not doing it. Once again, big salute. Like I thought that he should always do this, go for undisputed or go for unification at 147. I'm glad he committed to that. But I always said this too, if you're going to do it, then do it for real. Don't be no halfway crook. You're either in the street or you on the porch, man. You can't pick one. You can't have one foot out, one foot in. So if you're Shakur, you really want the Tank fight, bitch, you should have signed with PBC. Just like if you really wanted the Zepeda fight, let's flip it, man. You can't always be the victim. You should have signed with Golden Boy. So right now, if you don't get the Zepeda fight, it is what it is. You haven't been getting it, move on. So if you don't get the Tank fight, I'm not talking about Shakur now. I'm just, of course, he's supposed to advocate for himself to get the fight. He's a fighter. But I'm saying, like, the people around him and saying stuff like, oh yeah, man, he's not getting the fight. We speculating on who really wants to fight, who doesn't really want to fight. If you're going to predicate your career off of one person, David Benavidez, bitch, you cannot lose. You cannot miss weight. You cannot be caught up with booger sugar in your nose and freaking sabotage yourself. Shakur, if you really want Tank, you got to sign with PBC. You got to do whatever you can. If not, then go get those other unifications. You know what I'm saying? Sign with Matchroom like you did, and let's see how it happens. You know what I'm saying? I think it will happen. Honestly, I believe. But I don't think it's any way, shape, or form one party's fault. You see what I'm saying? 913 Boxer in the building was good. So yeah, that's it for that, man. Let me catch up to the chat. He said he must Canelo says he must outbox or KO Patty. Yeah, he's gonna outbox him. I think so. I don't think he has to KO him. I think it is imperative that he looks good though, no matter the outcome. But I don't think he has to knock him out. I don't think so. I mean, that's just not his game, man. We got to stop putting that on Shakur as well. Like, we got to be more realistic too, right? Like, and I'm not saying that he can't get knockouts. Of course, we want to see knockouts, but it's called boxing, bro. It's not called Knockout Kings. So I want to be very clear. I'm not like, that's why people think I'd be flip flopping. I'm not flip flopping. I'm just not a groupie of any one fighter, even though I admittedly like some fighters more than others. But Shakur's style should be appreciated. Is it as easy on the eyes as somebody as Tank? No, because we like knockouts. We like to see. It's like Duncan, bro. Why do you think the WNBA is struggling? Not comparing boys and girls or men and women or males and females, but I'm saying that people want to see alley-oops, bro. People want to see windmill dunks. People want to see somebody's nuts on somebody's forehead. Pause. No porno. I'm talking about like as a slam dunk. You know what I'm saying? People want to see the head popping plays. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the freaky athletic demonstrations. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that. So in boxing, that comes from knockouts. In football, that comes from big hits. You know what I'm saying? When you hit stick somebody. In basketball, it comes from alley-oops. So they want to see this stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are a boxing enjoyer, a pugilist enthusiast, then we got to stop making it seem like there's only one way to win. Everybody ain't got to be Artur Beterbiev. You could be Dmitry Bivol and be just as excited. Bro, I love watching Dmitry Bivol. I love watching Beterbiev. They're two completely different styles. I love watching Tank. I love watching Shakur. I like watching Tank more. You know what I'm saying? It's more exciting, of course, duh. But I like watching Shakur too, you know. I like the way he makes people miss. I like how he masters his range, you know what I'm saying? I like how he hits and doesn't get hit. So I like Floyd Mayweather, was one of my favorite fighters, but I also like Manny Pacquiao. Did they fight the same? No. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Shakur has to get a knockout. I don't think any of his fights he has to get a knockout. It's just not his game. But if he gets a stoppage, boom, that's a bonus. That's icing on the cake. What he has to do is look good being Shakur. That's what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to do that against Josh Padley, who I big up and I salute for taking the fight under the circumstances on short notice. He said currently he is until other options come along for fights to become more realistic. True. He said, I ain't no sucker. He said currently he is a sucker. That's crazy. He said Ryan doesn't be realistic based on previous statements about taking his weight. So it's not be so is he not being honest? I don't think he's being honest, but he didn't say. I was saying I wasn't going off of what Tank said. I'm saying that Ryan, I think, economically speaking, is a bigger fight. I don't want that fight either. You know me. I don't want to see Tank and Ryan rematch. I don't want to see. First of all, I don't think it's realistic, nor do I think Tank and Devin Haney's realistic either. I mean, Devin Haney said he's abandoned in 140. Of course, they could always do catch weights, but I'm talking about the division that they are campaigning in. Of course, Tank has been to 140 one time against Mario Barrios. He's never campaigned there. Devin Haney, he's been campaigning at 140 for his last, 4 or 5 fights? I don't know. And then now he's about to go to 147. I think him and Jose Carlos Ramirez is going to be at a catch weight somewhere in between 140 and 147. And he put out a tweet himself saying he's done with 140. So do I think... That's why I don't care. You know, I don't think it's Tank being dishonest. It's not me defending him. I think he's just fielding a question. It's kind of like with Boots, right? When Boots was asked by Chris Mannix immediately after he got out of a hard fight against Kerry Chukazan to defend his IBF title, he asked him about going to 154. And when he answered that question, when he fielded that question, when he responded to that question, people critiqued him and said, oh, he talking about he go to 154. He better go to 154. Now he didn't go to 154. All of a sudden he's ducking Boots. I mean, he's ducking Ortiz. What? He just answered the question. The man asked him, could he go to 154? He said, yeah, I think I'll do good at 154. What do you want him to say? Oh, no, I can't go to 154. I'm scared of those guys up there. I'm out of my league. He's a fighter. What's he good? He never said that he was committed to 154. He never said he was going to 154 next. He never said he was fighting. He definitely didn't add any further specificity as to who he would fight, especially somebody outside of his division like Virgil Ortiz. I think he's doing the right thing and he's going at 147 because he's one of 4 champions and he's going to unify and try to establish his dominance there. So same with the Bubba Dub, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him in his interview with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta didn't bring up Devin. Bubba Dub brought up Devin. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it's him being dishonest, but I think he's just answering the questions like, yeah, the fight could happen. That's what he said. He didn't say the fight's going to happen. He said it could happen. I think it could happen, but I don't think it should happen. And I don't think it will happen because, we're aware of the weight classes and stuff like that, the weight disparity. Tanya Josh said, if I was if I wouldn't fight Shakur. He is a cheater on that snack right with Bud. That's crazy. Nah, my boy Bud ain't no cheater. I don't think people on snack are cheaters necessarily. Does it look a little fishy with Victor Conti and his history? Of course. But there's snack is so you got to say that Caleb Plant's a cheater, Shakur's a cheater, like you said, Terrence Bud Crawford a cheater. Like come on, that's too many fight. Ryan Garcia is a cheater, but I think that's too much. Like who else was on snack? I think Franchon Cruz had some snack fit on. I think I think Claressa Shields. I was affiliated with snack at one point. I don't think she still is, but I think she was at some point. If my memory serves me correctly, I don't think snack is equates to cheating, but. Terrence Bud Crawford is an all-time great, man. My boy ain't cheating. Now, if he come out and he's cheating, and there's some definitive proof to show that, and it's irrefutable, then of course, yeah, he's a cheater. I have no problem saying a cheater's a cheater, but I'm not gonna sully one of the best fighters that we've seen of all time, his reputation because he had a shirt that had 4 letters on it. I'm not going. No Diddy. I don't remember what I said. I know I said something questionable though. That was crazy, Karma. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember what I said, but I know it was crazy. So you right. No Diddy. Shout out to my boy Kendrick, big member in the building. What's good, my brother? And you are it, guys. Dang, they on your head top, Tanya. Fight back, Tanya. They got you in the chat like this. You got to fight back, Tanya. Fight back.
Get him up. Let him get up.
You got to fight back, Tanya. Don't let them do you like that. Said the crazy thing is Steven Espinoza was only going on the notion of what they thought Shakur would or wouldn't accept, right? And never sent a terms sheet or contract per Jay Prince. I believe that too. I believe that like this is boxing, right? Like I said, there's a lot of moving parts, man. And you look at the news we had today. Somebody out, somebody in. In the last 48 hours, it's been crazy, man. We had a swap of 2 fighters, bro, on the biggest stage, So do I think that all talks are serious? No, but it's like with Tank, right? I believe that Tank is talking to multiple people. I believe Eddie Hearn is talking to multiple people on the behalf of this person. Like, let's say Boots again, with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn talked to Norman. I believe that Boots Bozy Ennis didn't know that he was reaching out to Norman. I believe that Norman didn't I believe that Norman and Bozy had a conversation about having that fight later on. But so I believe that Espinosa could have talked to Shakur and not talked to Jay Prince. You see what I'm saying? So because what does Eddie Hearn say? He was one of the best promoters in my opinion. He says the fighter's a boss, So I believe that Zepeda could have potentially wanted Shakur, and then his coach talked him out of it, or Oscar De La Hoya didn't know that Floyd Kid Austin Schofield was really serious about going to fight Shakur, and that's why he didn't want it at first, but then they convinced him of otherwise. So I think sometimes we kind of confuse. Of course, I'm not talking about you, Ty. I'm just speaking in generalities here. I think sometimes we kind of confuse people talking. I mean, it's not even confused. We hear what we want to hear, man. We have convenient hearing, selective hearing, and selective comprehension, man. Like, everybody knows people be talking, man. Everybody talks, man. It's boxing. Boxing is individual negotiators. You have this person as a manager, this person as a promoter, this person as an agent, this person as a head trainer, this person has, themselves who manages. Sometimes a fighter does wear all those hats, and you have preliminary discussions, you have deep discussions, you have soft discussions, shallow discussions, you have verbal discussions, written discussions, text discussions, phone, like, you know what I'm saying? So email discussions. So I don't necessarily think that everybody's lying about having these conversations. Now, how in depth are these conversations? And I think that's a little questionable, The North remembers, the North, big North in the building. But yeah, man, that's what I think about the Shakur stuff, man. I don't think that Tank is Shakur. I don't think Shakur is Tank's biggest fight, but I still want to see it. I don't care if it is or not, but I do think that they are overreaching a little bit by saying that Tank needs to fight Shakur. I don't think Tank needs to fight Shakur, but I do want that fight to happen. And of course, according to the masses, I think it should happen and almost needs to happen. But as far as like who needs who, is not 50-50. Shakur is about to fight Josh Padley. He's about to fight Kid Austin Schofield. That just doesn't move. If Tank was fighting Kid Austin, it would be a headliner. I don't care what kind of card it is. So this card is phenomenal, but he was a feature on the card. He wasn't the main or the co-main. So I think that does mean something. Even though this is a great card, I'm not knocking Shakur because, like I said, that's a fight I want to see. And I think if anybody could beat Tank, which I don't think he does, but if anybody can, I'm picking Shakur to do it. So I'm not diminishing him from a skill level, from a competitive level, from a deserving level. I mean, it's a champion. Unification should happen. But I just think that the self-awareness is a little unrealistic to think that you are Tank's biggest fight. I'm not sure who Shakur's, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if he's like, I don't think he's Loma's biggest fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Tank as well. I don't know whose biggest fight he is as far as guys that are his contemporaries. That's just a harsh reality, man. And it sucks. He don't get the respect that he deserves, but it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because his style's not appealing, and then he just doesn't have the personnel on his record. He has great wins, but does he have a big signature win or a signature fight? Yeah, I think he's lacking that. Like I said, once again, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. He said Tank versus Kid Austin with a headline on this card, though. Tank and Kid Austin wouldn't be on this card because of a headline its own. So you're right, but Tank and Kid Austin wouldn't be on this card. That's my point. It wouldn't be a feature on anybody's card. But yeah, of course, it shouldn't. Tank and Kid Austin shouldn't headline this card. So yeah, I agree. But Tank and Kid Austin wouldn't be on this card. You feel me? So it would be its own, just like Tank and Frank was, just like Tank and Cruz was, just like Tank and Lamont Roach is about to be. So yeah, I agree with you that hell, I wouldn't want it to headline on this card. This card is great. I think the people that are headlining Beterbiev and Bivol, like I said, the first one to me, that was the biggest fight in boxing. The second one was Canelo and Benavidez, the third one being Tank and Shakur. So I don't think any fight supplants Beterbiev and Bivol. Maybe Canelo and Benavidez would now for me because this would be a rematch. So I already saw the first time. So I'd rather see Canelo and Benavidez, I guess. And maybe even Tank and Shakur. Maybe Tank and Shakur might top Beterbiev and Bivol rematch for me. But there's very few fights, if any, that go above Beterbiev. I just love that fight. But once again, like I said, I'm coming from the economic standpoint, And economically, you could argue that without the other cards, you could argue that Tank. I'm not talking about remove yourself from the boxing purist that you are, and that we know who Beterbiev and Bivol is. Beterbiev and Bivol aren't big fighters as far as star power goes. So yes, on Riyadh season is going to headline, but I could argue that Tank and Shakur, I don't think that's an argument. I think that's for sure trumps that if it wasn't for as a standalone card, you know what I'm saying? As far as purchasability, buying power and sellability, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Tank and Shakur probably. Yeah, I agree, Ty. Yeah, I think Tank and Shakur could headline this card. But yeah, so I don't think. Yeah, that's just my opinion on that though. But yeah, this card is great though, man. It got a little weaker. And speaking of the card being great and being a little weaker, man, Kid Austin had to step out, and he had a replacement though. Shout out to Eddie Hearn, and shout out to Josh Padley himself. Shout out to Shakur himself. He didn't have to take the fight. He could have sat this one out. Humbly refused. So we got to salute those fighters for real. And shout out to Big Turk and everybody involved in facilitating a great talent like Shakur keeping his date and letting us see him. Like I think sometimes we disregard that, right? We forget, like, because we get so caught up in the personal rivalries and stuff. Bro, these are great fighters, bro. I have Tank beating Shakur. I have Tank beating Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a great representation of the sport, bro. Whether you like him or not, bro. He's a consummate professional. You might say, oh, he's a weight bully or whatever, but he always makes weight and then he blows up. That's part of the contract. If you don't put that in your contract, you do whatever you want. That's part of boxing. Let's not act different now, right? So Devin Haney, I don't think, has Devin Haney ever missed weight? Has he ever had an infraction? Has he ever had a behavioral issue or something where he said something that was crazy and looked bad or anything like that? I mean, I think the worst thing they had is when he had a lapse of judgment and slapped some dude for probably saying something crazy to him at the fair, which you deserve. You gonna talk crazy to me, bitch? You ain't on the internet. You ain't got the false protection of a keyboard and a monitor. If you got the nuts to talk trash to a professional fighter, then you got the nuts to get slapped by that professional fighter. It is what it is, man. We're not gonna disregard rules of life. You know what I'm saying? Act different. So I think that Devin Haney's a great talent. Shakur's a great talent. Like I said, I Tank's a great talent. Who else? Naya Inoue, whether he's fighting Yiju Kim or Sam Goodman or MJ Ahmadallah, he's a great talent. So for me, I appreciate when we could see these fighters more. So I'd rather see Shakur fight anybody than see him not fight anybody and be inactive. You know what I'm saying? That goes for anybody. So shout out to him for still taking the fight on short notice, because he is at a disadvantage too, right? He's at a he's not as, in my opinion, he's not at as big of a disadvantage as the person coming in on short notice, because he's in shape. He was preparing for, even though he wasn't preparing for this particular guy, he was preparing for somebody else. So he's in tip-top shape. He's in the mindset of fighting. It didn't catch him off guard. He already put the work in theory. So he The only thing is that he was preparing, but he wasn't preparing for this person. So that does put him at a disadvantage, but it puts Josh Padley at a bigger disadvantage because he probably wasn't preparing for anybody, you know what I'm saying, let alone one of the best fighters in the game, you know, as Shakur Stevenson. So shout out to Josh Padley. But who is Josh Padley, man? Josh Padley is an electrician. He is a full-time electrician. He took this fight in 4 days notice. Big salute to him. But most importantly, he's an undefeated fighter that just derailed Mark Chamberlain's plans to become a champion. I say this again, man. Mark Chamberlain was following the Queensberry top rank pipeline to get Denise Berenchyk next, right? But he fought Josh Padley on a Riyadh season card, I believe in Wembley. And Mark Thunder Chamberlain is one of Big Turk's many favorite fighters, undefeated guy. And he was the heavy favorite going in against Josh Padley. But Josh Padley upset the apple cart. He was undefeated, 2 undefeated guys. And somebody's had to go. And Paddy said, I'm not going. I'm keeping mine. So the fact that he is kind of fell through the cracks after that pretty big significant win, you know, it's kind of surprising. But now here he is on short notice under these circumstances. But like I said, he was a full-time electrician, so shout out to him for jumping on the opportunity to change his life. And there's been some reports that he got hooked up, you know what I'm saying, for demonstrating a warrior spirit, and you know, and being what we want and doing what we want to see a fighter that's ready to fight, you know what I'm saying. So big salute to him. I think it's going to be a good fight, but I do think he's going to be overwhelmed. I think he's going to be outmatched. Shakur Stevenson is by leaps and bounds a far superior fighter than anybody he's ever shared the ring with professionally. I don't know about him sparring and stuff like that, but definitely professionally, this is the biggest fight and best fighter that he's ever fought. So I expect Shakur Stevenson to look very good. I'm not going to say what he has to do. I think he should. I think it would look great to stop him. It always looks great to stop somebody, but I'm not going to say that it's imperative that he has to. I'm not going to say it's mandatory that he has to or obligatory, but he should stop him because, you know, Josh Padley probably wasn't doing much. Even if he's in shape, it's different to be in shape casually. Like I'm in pretty decent shape right now, and I'm talking about like as far as my endurance goes. But I'm not going to go do 5 rounds with somebody, let alone 12. You know, so there's different to be in shape and be in competition shape and professional competition championship level shape, you know, which I don't think Paddy is, you know, but shout out to him. I think Shakur will take advantage of that, especially as it gets like, I'll say like past the 5th or 6th round. I think he's going to go downhill fast for Josh Padley, but I do think he's going to put up a good fight, a good effort for the first handful of rounds, man. So shout out to Josh Padley, man. That's who Josh Padley is, a UK fighter. And he's coming to fight, man. So big salute to Josh Padley. Once again, big salute to Shakur for taking the fight under such circumstances. And yeah, man, let's get it, man. Save the day. Never lose to a white boy is crazy. Come on, bro. And with all those days, it would break records. He not going off the ostrich. How am I off the ostrich? What did I say that got me off ostrich? So shout out to Josh Padley. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest though, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm not rooting for him to win necessarily. I'm rooting for him to do good though. I'm rooting for, bro. Can you imagine if Josh Padley beats Shakur? That might be the biggest. I'm not even sure. I feel like I'm not being respectful enough when I say that it might be the biggest upset. But that probably is definitively the biggest upset if that happens. Can you imagine? I don't think it will happen, but if that could happen, bro, Josh Padley's name will go in the history books forever, bro. He'll be right up there with Buster Douglas and them. You know, that'd be crazy. On short notice, 4 days notice coming in, you beat the undefeated champion Shakur Stevenson, who I think is one of the only legitimate boogeymans in boxing. For better or for worse, boy, I was answering the Devin thing. Oh, okay, my fault. Yeah, that would be crazy, man. But I just hope that Josh Padley does good for himself, and I hope we see him more, you know, because I think that guys like Ishmael Davis, I think that they should be celebrated for their courage and their bravery and their willingness to fight, man. We got my boy Dub, big member in the building, Big Dub in the building. What's good, brethren? Uh-oh. Whoops. I didn't mean to have that up. I had to take a break. But yeah, but don't forget to smack that like button for your boy. All right, next up, man. Speaking of people being out, man. Like I said, they was on recovery mode with this card. Shout out to them. They did a great job of salvaging this card, man. So we had a big upset in the fact that Daniel Dubois, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois My boy got sick, man. I was so hurt that my boy got sick, bro. I almost cried, bro. Not literally, but I was so sad, man, because Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois was one of the fights I was most looking forward to. Of course, Beterbiev Bivol. I like all the fights from Callum Smith, from Joshua Barkley to Callum Smith, to Carlos Adames and Hamza Shiraz, to Beterbiev and Bivol rematch 2, part 2. But I was really looking forward to, of course, Israel Madrimov, Virgil Ortiz, but I was really looking forward to Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, man. Big Bang Zhang and Caballero is another great one. They're all great. But Joseph Parker challenging Daniel Dubois for his IBF title, man. I was looking forward to this one, man. And my boy got sick. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, what I'm thinking is maybe, Joseph Parker sought the services of Shakur Stevenson, Shakur's newly found business side hustle of poisoning the opposing fighters. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that he probably employed Shakur Stevenson to poison Daniel Dubois, according to Floyd Clown Schofield Sr., that goofy behind dude, man, blaming this man, bro. So I mean, it seems like a bug is going around in Saudi Arabia or something like that, or maybe maybe it's in the water or something like that. But it's just very unfortunate, but I'm glad they saved it, man. Initially the first 3 opponents that were prospective replacements were Lawrence Okoli, David Ali, who both have fights on April 5th. They'll be on the undercard of Dillian White versus Joe Joyce. And then another guy relatively new named Murad Aliyev. Murad Aliyev, I'm not too familiar with him. He's a former Olympian. He's 13-0 right now, undefeated. Like I said, I don't really know him like that. I just did my research, and he was actually doing pretty good in the Olympics, but he got disqualified from doing headbutts, and then, he actually headbutted Fraser Clark, who we know that had that dent in his head from compliments of Fabio Wardley not too long ago. But anyway, he got disqualified for headbutting Fraser Clark, but then it was deemed that it actually wasn't his fault or whatever, but they couldn't retroactively change the decision. So he still, his Olympic dreams or his Olympic efforts were cut short or whatever. But I thought that would have been a good fight. But I'm just glad. I was hoping that Triple D would recover, but I'm glad that they could pivot somewhere else, man. So I think the biggest thing is that Daniel Dubois, hopefully he recovers, and it sucks that he can't fight, because I was looking forward to that fight. But I'm not gonna say better, but gosh dang it, bro, if it's pretty gosh dang close, man. It is pretty gosh dang close, man. We have Martin Bakole coming in like Superman to save the day. I'm talking about Clark Kent numbers. If he was from the Congo, he'll be put an S on his chest, boy, because he swooped in. Him and his manager, man. Shout out to him, his managers, his trainers, everybody. They came in from the Congo, man, on late notice to come and fight Joseph Parker, bro. Now, I want to, once again, like I said, with Shakur Stevenson, this is when I really want to salute Joseph Parker, because I'm assuming he could have said no. Because Martin Bakole, he has all these stories about dominating guys like Anthony Joshua, dominating guys, Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk in sparring. He's like the sparring king, So according to him, he might be undisputed in sparring. But the fact that he was able to take this fight in short notice, he's supposed to be fighting the Nigerian Badman and Efe Ajagba, and it's like he put that to the side to come fight Joseph Parker. Now, I think that is so dope. But I have a little thought process. I have a little thought-provoking question, man. Some thought provocation for y'all, man. Is Joseph Parker really brave? Is he really stupid? Or is he capitalizing off a situation? I don't think he's stupid. I think he's brave. But I also think that it's a little bit of the latter as well, of him capitalizing off the situation. Because look at this. Nobody was running to fight Bakole. I'm not saying people were scared. Like I said, I think it's over exaggerated how much he's a true boogeyman. I think that title's prematurely bestowed upon him. But because I really think Shakur is the only real boogeyman. He's a champion that nobody wants to fight. But Coley, people could look at him as like an unnecessary risk, right? Because it is a business, right? The risk should match the reward. With Bakole, he's not a champion. He's not known like that. He got his biggest boost of fame and raising his profile after he beat Jared Baby Anderson, who was a prospect / contender level fighter. But that's when he got put on the map in his last fight. He's not a title holder, so why would I go out my way to fight him? Now, if he's my mandatory bet, I'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he becomes Daniel Dubois' mandatory and Daniel Dubois vacates the belt not to fight him, then I would say that he's a boogeyman. Or if like he earned a title shot against Usyk and Usyk didn't want to fight him, then I'll say he's a boogeyman. But right now, I think it's a little premature. It's like yeah, he's a threat, but there's no reason to take on that risk because he doesn't have any hardware with him. So, now with Bacoli, with Ajit Kabayel and Zele Zhang, it looks like they ducked him, right? Because they completely went a whole nother direction and said, oh, I'd rather not fight Bacoli. Matter of fact, you don't want to fight Bacoli? I don't want to fight Bacoli. Let's fight each other. My boy Tay says, I had Parker beating Dubois. I still haven't beaten Bacoli. Yeah. So this is what I want to say. TM says, damn, imagine if he knocked out Parker. I'm telling you, bro. Yo, Arizola in the building. Joaquin Arizola, appreciate you coming through, man. Big salutations to you, man. Salutations and well wishes to you, bro. Salute, man. But yeah, so this is what I'm saying about Joseph Parker. If you're going to take a risk, if you don't want to look like somebody that's shaking in their boots, and you don't want to look bad and get accused of ducking Bacoli like so many other of your peers and colleagues, you know what I'm saying? What do? You take advantage of fighting him right now because he's getting his ass off the couch. Now, I think he is in somewhat fighting shape because, like I said, he had a fight seemingly finalized against F.A. Jagba, but that doesn't have a solid, it has a date that's speculated, but it doesn't have a definitive date, right? So there's no telling what kind of shape he's in. So right now, if you're Joseph Parker, I think this is a smart move. You capitalize on the fact that Martin Bacoli may not be in shape. He wasn't planning on fighting you. He wasn't planning on fighting Dubois. He wasn't planning on fighting anybody on Saturday. He might have been planning to fight somebody in 5 Saturdays from now or 18 Saturdays from now, but he definitely wasn't planning on fighting in the Saturday 2 days from now. You see what I'm saying? So I think this was wise by Joseph Parker because I think that, of course, if you get knocked out, then everything I'm saying goes down the toilet. But if you're going to fight Martin Bacoli, this is the time to fight him. This is the time to fight anybody. First of all, your heavyweights. What is Bacoli known for, right? When he lost to Michael Hunter, they said he got tired. He did injure himself, but he was already losing the fight by then too. And Michael Hunter was like outboxing him. What does Joseph Parker do well? How do we think that he was going to beat? What do we think his path to victory was to beat Daniel Dubois? It was to outbox him. Use his feet, just like he did against Zele Zhang when he pushed through adversity and came back and responded after getting dropped and put on his back pockets twice. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he can beat him, especially with the circumstances of Bacoli may not have his road work done, you know? So I don't know. It could be a late notice. That's a little too late for Bacoli, man. Bacoli could get smashed, but shout out to Bacoli because he is also not woofing either. He's not just out there barking and crying wolf. He's like, hey man, I want to fight anybody. Nobody wants to fight me. So now I got my chance to wiggle in and I'm gonna capitalize on this opportunity, man. I'm gonna maximize this effort. So I'm going with Bacoli. I'm not, all that said, I'm going with Bacoli, but don't be surprised if Joseph Parker just jabs him to death and brings him into deep waters and tires him out. You know, that's a completely feasible and believable path to victory and potential outcome, man. So I think it's both, man. I think Joseph Parker, I'm not sure how much Joseph Parker wanted to fight him. I'm not sure how much Frank Warren wanted Joseph Parker to fight him. I'm not sure how much anybody wanted to fight him. But you know what I love about this? I love that Turki Al-Sheikh is doing what he said. He said, hey, if you over here in Riyadh season, bitch, you gonna fight. You gonna fight in a 50-50 fight. That's all. Everybody's 50-50, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Joseph Parker would have fought Martin Bacoli if it wasn't for this situation. I honestly don't. I could be wrong. You know, I'm not calling him no punk. I'm just saying it just didn't make sense. He was already in a good position in his sanctioning body to get a title shot. Why fight Bacoli? Zhang was able to get away from fighting Bacoli. He went to a whole nother sanctioned body too. Same with Ajit Kabayel. Remember, they were ordered to fight eliminators with Bacoli that they turned down. So people don't want to fight this man. But if you're going to fight him, hell, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury might fight him in 2 days. You see what I'm saying? They're already heavyweights. They already got a limited gas tank, man. So I think what Joseph Parker did was smart because I honestly think if Joseph Parker beats him, I know a lot of people may beg to differ, but this will definitively, even with the circumstances of being late notice, I'm going to talk shit about it. You know what I'm saying? When we consider how good Joseph Parker is, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, hold on now. We can't forget that Bacoli was under the circumstances in which he beat him was late notice. But at the same time, even with late notice, I definitely think this will be a better win than Deontay Wilder. It's so funny that people say Deontay Wilder's trash, but how many people that people called great and elevated, how many people did Deontay Wilder elevate by losing to him? Tyson Fury was called the best heavyweight of this era, arguably all time, before he lost to Usyk. Why? Because he beat Deontay Wilder. But then we say Deontay Wilder's trash. Joseph Parker, who lost to Dylan White, Anthony Joshua, got knocked the freak out by Joe Joyce. When did we start saying he's good? When he beat Deontay Wilder. So if Deontay Wilder's really trash, how do you get elevated from beating trash? I'm just wondering. These are just questions that I ask, man. You remember, this is thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? Questions. You know, I don't get it. If Deontay Wilder's so trash, how do you elevate two people to places that they never been before? Ain't nobody was talking about Joseph Parker until he beat Deontay Wilder. A washed, deteriorated, I don't want to punch nobody Deontay Wilder. Peaceful Deontay Wilder. If you go watch that fight and you look at it honestly, there's very limited amount of praise you could give Joseph Parker, because not because of him, but because Deontay Wilder wasn't throwing punches. It's like giving Big Baby Anderson credit for beating Riyad Marai. That guy didn't throw any punches in there either. He was just in there like a heavy bag. You see what I'm saying? So now Joseph Parker's win against Zhilei Zhang was good, but what about Zhilei Zhang? Zhilei Zhang's a 42-year-old fighter. That's not old in life, but when you're 42 inside that gosh dang ring, that's old.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
And that's his best win to me, definitively. And his best win comes with a cloud over it, right? Because it was controversial. A lot of people had Zhang winning. I had him winning. He won by majority decision. I'm not mad at it, because he showed some nuts. You know what I'm saying? He showed a lot of pride and fighting spirit to overcome 2 knockdowns and show resiliency. But I thought the 2 knockdowns were enough. But at the same time, after like the 5th or 6th round, Zhang noticeably slows down, and that's what Joseph Parker took advantage of. So his best wins that are defining his career resurgence are against Deontay Wilder, who's 38 years old. You know, we like to call Lomachenko old. Lomachenko's 36 years old, and he has 21 total fights. He's 18-3, and he's 36 years old. No one says Deontay Wilder was old when he was 38 and he had 47 fights when he fought Joseph Parker. That's crazy, right? Over double the amount of fights as Lomachenko, and he's 3 years older. No one called him old. It's just that Joseph Parker beat him because Deontay Wilder's trash. It's just funny, the contradiction, man. How you're so contradictory. That goes back to what I said before. People have selective comprehension, selective critiques, selective opinions. You know, the information that they accept and they digest and they consume is all selective, bro. It's very hard to find people that are honest and unbiased and have an ounce of objectivity. I'm not saying Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight, but he's a damn good heavyweight. He's so good that when he lost to 2 other heavyweights, they act like they were good because they beat him. So how can you simultaneously be trash and simultaneously be a career booster, a profile elevator if you're trash? Just doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's keep it going though. Get back to what I was saying, man. Martin Bakole, I think that if Joseph Parker beats him, I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. But I will be honest too. If I'm comparing Joseph Parker to, let's say he fights Daniel Dubois, because they're saying that the winner of this fight between Bakole and Parker should, you know, move forward to get Daniel Dubois. That's just common sense, right? If we're asking me to pick between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker, I'm still going to go with Daniel Dubois. And what I'm going to cite is the fact that every victory that Joseph Parker has, even if you include Bakole, has an asterisk by it. Deontay Wilder didn't throw no punches, and he was 38 years old with 48 fights. You know what I'm talking about? Damn near 50 fights. Asterisk. And he already went through that trilogy, that war with Tyson Fury that he lost. So he got an asterisk. Then he beat Zhilei Zhang. He's 42 years old. Asterisk. Then he fought Bakole and beat him in 2 days' notice. Another asterisk. When I'm talking about Daniel Dubois was an underdog against Gerald Baby Miller. Stopped him. The referee stopped it. He was the underdog against Philip Hergovich. Battered and bashed him. The doctor stopped it. He was so bloody he couldn't even continue. And then Anthony Joshua, he was an underdog again there. You saw how he was set up. You know, he wasn't even set up. He was set down. You know what I'm talking about? Face down, ass up from the canvas. You know what I'm talking about? He's been stopping people emphatically with no questions, not even going to the judges. There's no controversy associated with his wins. So of course I'm gonna lean towards Daniel Dubois, but I do recognize Joseph Parker's good. And if Joseph Parker can beat Bakole, which I'm leaning towards Bakole, you know, I'm still gonna count it as a good win. In fact, his best win. But being honest and objective, context is important. We got my boy Thomas Hill in the building. What's good, brethren? He said, well, provoke them thoughts, Chef. You feel me? You out here, man. We out here, man, provoking them thoughts, man. Thought provocation. You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. That's how you beat someone like Paul. Yeah, Joaquin. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna knock Joseph Parker for doing it, but we got to tell the whole truth. And I think that him fighting Bakole, this is a perfect time to fight somebody like Bakole, you know? And we are going to give him credit, and he should get credit. But I do think when we compare him to other guys like Alexander Usyk, we got to be honest and say, oh, okay, well, Usyk's wins were a little bit better because they had little to no controversy. Dubois, little to no controversy. Well, I guess Dubois was Usyk's controversy with the low or not so low blow, whatever. But you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people's wins, when you compare him to his peers, Joseph Parker, that is, Ajit Kabayel, when he slaughtered Arslanbek Makhmudov, and he beat Frank Sanchez, no controversy. You see what I'm saying? So we got to consider these things when we're comparing. We got to bring out our microscope where we're comparing great fighters. And Joseph Parker is on the cusp of being great. I don't think he's there yet, but we'll see, man. A win over Bacoli would definitely get him, onto that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And bring him one step closer. Yeah, the worst pairing of trainer fighter in all of boxing. Malik Scott. Oh Lord, don't bring up Malik Scott, bro. Don't bring up Malik Scott. But yeah, what y'all think about that, man? I think Joseph Parker is, shout out to Joseph Parker, because he didn't have to take the fight on short notice. Who the heck would take Bacoli? But also, I do think he recognized that, hey man, hey, if I'm ever gonna be Bacoli, if anybody's gonna be Bacoli, we gonna take advantage of the situation. It's like David Benavidez, right? I big up David Benavidez. Enough respect for fighting David Morrell, but it was better that he fights him now. The sooner the better, than to fight him later when he gets more seasoned and he's more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's some evil person trying to take advantage of the situation, but you're going to capitalize on the situation when you can. And I think that's what Joseph Parker's doing. I don't think that it's like, oh, it's a bad thing. No, I mean, he was originally supposed to fight Daniel Dubois. He didn't plan this. But what if, hey, speaking of plan though, what if this was Turkey's plan all along, man? What if he's the one that's out there poisoning people? And he's like, hold on, man, Kid Austin, you ain't ready yet. Let me go get this Padley youngin. You know what I'm saying? No, Dubois, they ain't want to fight Martin Bacoli. Oh, they thought I was gonna forget about Bacoli. Okay, bet. Hold this illness real quick. Let me slide Bacoli up in here. What if Turkey is some type of evil, nefarious, diabolic mastermind back there playing with these fighters like it's chess pieces, and he just and he told Bacoli on the phone, like, hey Bacoli, you gonna fight on this card? Bro, hey, think about that though. What if Bacoli is in the best shape of his life? He knew he was gonna fight on this card. What if he knew he was gonna fight Parker? What if Parker's been set up, y'all? That'd be crazy, bro. You know, I mean, that's what people like to do, or you know what I'm saying? That's what people like to do when they be on this content creation stuff, right? They like to make up these wild ass accusations with no substance, no evidence, no documentation. They just say whatever they feel, right? I can play those games too. Hell, I can be creative. You know what I'm talking about? I got a little creativity in me, a little innovation in me. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? I could write me some novels too, bitch. You feel me? You said Slide Bacoli, and all I saw him was him dancing. You feel me? hey, that boy got the hips gyrating. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, my boy be moving, man.
What do you mean by that?
Oh boy, got that jelly in the belly. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I think that's a Bacoli. I'm just glad. I'm not gonna say I like this fight better than Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker, but I do like this fight a lot. But I like Bacoli a lot, and I like any fight with Bacoli, and I like the contrasting styles, man. I think this is gonna build stylistically. I think this is a great fight. Now, is it the ideal situation or circumstances? No, because Martin Bacoli didn't get to dedicate a full camp to Joseph Parker, and neither did Joseph Parker, to be fair. But Martin Bacoli's not dedicating a full camp to anybody. You know, he's just going in. If he's hot, he's going in hot. If he's cold, he's going in cold. So he's going in as is. Hopefully, as is good enough to be competitive. That's all I really want, man, with these late replacements. I just like to see competition, man. You know what I'm saying? And competitive action, you know what I'm saying? Same with Yi Jun Kim. You know, I knew Nai anyway would smack Yi Jun Kim, but shout out to Yi Jun Kim, man. I salute him because he took the fight under short notice because Sam Goodman had to bow out. And so I respect those fighters that do that, man. I think we should normalize respecting the fighters that are ready to fight, even under not so fortuitous circumstances. So that's fire, man. So shout out to Bacoli, shout out to Joseph Parker, shout out to everybody involved right there, man. Last but not least, you know what I'm saying, we got to go to the far East Coast. You feel me? Not China, but Japan. You know what I'm talking about? We out there in the island country of Japan. You feel me? And I don't want this to go under the radar. Of course, we're all enamored and infatuated with this great card because this is arguably the best card that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about back to the Don King days, you know, Rumble in the Jungle days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don King used to put on some great cards and some others, but this fight, this card right here is the best card that we've seen in recent memory, right? And it's all compliments of everybody involved, compliments of everybody involved, you know, but got to give some major kudos to Turkey Al Sheikh for facilitating these fights, you know, in these events. So this is a great card, but there's other fights this weekend too. Well, technically it's on Monday. Well, it is on Monday. It's on Monday, but you know, it's coming up, you know what I'm saying? So after the great card on Saturday, February 22nd, on Monday, that was that February 24th, excuse me, we have a fight we have what I call it a bantamweight bash. We got a bantamweight bash on Monday. We have 3 bantamweight fights, 2 of which are championship fights. So we got Junto Nakatani taking on undefeated Mexican fighter David Cuellar, who is 23 years old. He's a young bull. Like I said, he's undefeated and he's a formidable opponent. But I was watching some tape on David Cuellar, and I don't think he has it. He seems a little stiff. And the guys that he's been fighting were a little bit suspect, but I like it, you know what I'm saying? And what I like even more than that fight, Junto Nakatani, one of my favorite fighters, it's Cinnamon, Tank, and Junto for me. But even more so than that, I like the other fight, Seiya Tsutsumi versus Daigo Higa. And it's so funny because Seiya Tsutsumi and Junto Nakatani, they're 2 of 4 undefeated fighters in the bantamweight division, right? You got Junto Nakatani, Seiya Tsutsumi, who are both on this card. You got Ryosuke Nishida, and you got Yoshiki Takei. What I'm happy about this card is because it looks like what happens when 2 championship fights in the same division are on the same card, chat. That usually means that they are on a collision course. So I'm hoping that Junto Nakatani wins. I'm hoping Seiya Tsutsumi wins, and we can get Seiya Tsutsumi versus Junto Nakatani for a unification at 118. Long overdue, bro. That'll be fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That would make my A. That'd be fire, bro. I would love that. And what I want to say is, though, you know how we always talk about people getting unfair chances, right? Because we have, once again, selective comprehension. We take in and consume information that fits the narrative, whatever narrative we want to manipulate or whatever narrative we want to kick. But a lot of times when we see guys like Errol Spence come back and potentially get a fight with Sebastian Fedora, there was a lot of people complaining, saying, oh, he just got slaughtered in his last fight. Why is he coming back off a loss again, a title shot? We see Gary Antoine Russell taking on Jose Rayo Valenzuela, which I think is another great fight that's going to be on March 1st on the undercard of Tank versus Roach. We say, oh, Gary Antoine Russell lost against Alberto Puello in his last fight. Why is he getting a championship opportunity? And then we see another guy like Joe Cordina, on late notice, get a fight with Shakur Stevenson before he hurt his hand, and people say, oh, well, he got knocked out in the weight class below, and now he's getting a title shot. But then people complain because we know them, right? They complain with the intent to discredit Shakur for fighting a gimme fight, to discredit, to get mad at Errol Spence or PBC or whoever for looking out for their fighters like no other promotional company looks out for their fighters in their best interest. And then we get mad at once again, Gary Antoine Russell, same thing with PBC. But then when Nick Ball goes to fight TJ Doheny, who got knocked out by Naya Inoue at a weight class below, he's moving up and getting another title shot. First, he got an undisputed title shot. He lost, got knocked out, moved up, and gets another title shot with Nick Ball. We don't say nothing because we don't care. We only want to complain about people that move the needle and people that we get excited about so we can get a couple likes. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we really care about the sport of boxing, right? Because now, the reason why I said that is because Seiya Tsutsumi, who's an undefeated champion, he's fighting Daigo Higa. Daigo Higa fought another undefeated champion in Yoshiki Takei. He was another bantamweight champion in his last fight, and he lost. So he just lost his last fight, which was a title shot in the same division, 118, against Yoshiki Takei, and now he's turning around and he's getting another title shot against Seiya Tsutsumi. Where's all the people that's gangbanging against fighters getting another title shot consecutively after losing? Where they at? Because they don't pay attention to boxing. So what I'm saying, I'm not being an apologist and saying that, fighters should get title shots back to back, even coming off of losses like Tim Tszyu when he lost to Sebastian Fedora, then he got a title shot against Bakram, got laid out, but he did get title shots back to back. I'm not saying that should happen. There should be a process that shouldn't happen ideally, but let's not act like this is an isolated incident, whether it's PBC, whether it's Golden Boy, whether it's a fighter that you know or don't know. Either complain about everything or don't complain about nothing. If you're not complaining about this, then don't complain about that. But it's cool to complain about that because it's somebody that it's cool not to like PBC. PBC ain't got Nan fighter out there in Japan. Daigo Higa ain't signed with PBC. He getting a title shot back to back after losing. TJ Doheny ain't signed with he ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman. He getting a title shot at the higher weight division against Naya Inoue. What's the problem? Or there should be a problem, right? People don't really care. But anyway, I just say that to say that people don't really care. They want to talk about the person that they don't like, so they try to shit on them as much as they can. It's not about the action. It's less about the action, and it's more about the person that's doing the action, which is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Same with people that cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's not that people care that people cheat. It's not that people want people to cheat. Is that if it's somebody that they like that cheated, they're going to minimize it and say that, it didn't matter. But then somebody else that they don't care about could cheat with the same exact substance in the same exact manner, and then they're quiet when they get popped and they get reprimanded and they get punished. It's just mind blowing to me. I'm gonna keep pointing that shit out too until y'all notice. We're gonna keep on pointing it out, man. You know what I'm saying? But also, so I just said we have two potential we have two fights that are championship fights on Monday that we will be watching in Japan, good Lord willing. One between Junto Nakatani and David Cuellar, and the other one between Seiya Sutsumi and Daigo Higa. But then we also have another good fight between Tenshin Nasukawa, the guy who fought Floyd Mayweather in the exhibition and got stopped. He's been on I think he's like 5-0 though. He's been on a nice streak as a professional boxer, and he has I think he has a kickboxing background or something like Muay Thai, something like that. And he'll be fighting Jason Maloney, who's probably at this point, unfortunately, his low light is probably his highlight. When he got knocked out, he's one of the brothers that got knocked out by Naya Inoue. You know, the Maloney twins, Jason and Andrew Maloney, both got knocked out in devastating fashion by Junto Nakatani and Naya Inoue. Jason Maloney will be fighting Tenshin Nasukawa, and Jason Maloney's the one that got knocked out by Naya Inoue. But that's on the same card, man. It's a pretty good card. It's just going to be the little guys. So I know everybody's not interested into the lower weight divisions, but I am. So we're going to be up early in the morning while you're yawning, watching the fights in Japan. Good Lord willing on Monday. So we have a lot of great boxing to look forward to this weekend in addition to the awesome February 22nd card, man. But yeah, that's it for the NTB, man. Episode 321. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of topics to talk about, man. Anybody want to join the Discord? We're going to open up the panel, open up the phones. Anybody can pull up, man. Shout out to Junto Nakatani. I got Junto Nakatani winning. Oh, I forgot to give my predictions. I got Junto Nakatani stopping David Cuellar. I got Seiya Sutsumi stopping Daigo Higa, and I got Tenshin Nasukawa. I'm gonna say stopping. I got 3 stoppages. I got him stopping Jason Maloney as well. You should ask Claressa Shields on the date. Nah. Shout out to Claressa Shields though. You should ask her if you're interested in her. Shout out to Claressa Shields though. You know what I'm talking about? Claressa Shields is taken, man. But she is the GOAT. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Claressa Shields. You feel me? You feel me? Yep. Shout out to Claressa Shields, man. There's a lot of good fights, man. I'm trying to think, like, so on this card, out of everything we talked about, man, I probably, you know, I think it's people. I want to revisit the card, right? The last crescendo. I think people are convincing me that this Virgil Ortiz fight versus Israel Madrimov may be a little closer than I initially anticipated. This fight may be a little more competitive than I anticipated. I was going with Israel Madrimov. I shouldn't say was. I'm going with Israel Madrimov to be Virgil Ortiz. But maybe Virgil Ortiz this might be his signature win that he's looking for. You know, shout out to my boy Tech, man. My boy Tech coming through with the gifted sub, man. He's the first one to spark the gifted sub notification. So shout out to my boy, man, gifting those memberships, man. Shout out to my boy Tech Them Dad with the gifted membership.
1, 2, 3.
Everybody gets a car. My boy coming in like Oprah, man. My boy Tech Them Dad coming in like Oprah with the gifted memberships, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my guy, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my boy Tech Them Dad. Always showing love with the gifted memberships, man. Please, if you receive those gifted memberships, shout out to Marcos. Consider continuing that membership. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is $3 a month, and it helps us keep going and growing. You know what I'm saying? We get the hustle off the muscle around here, man. Everything we getting out the mud. So, you know what I'm saying? It might take a little longer to get right. But once we get right, right, you know what I'm saying? You're going to stay like that. You feel me? He said, how are we, DBT? Fit? Everything good on this side, man. How are you, Tech Them Dad? Saturday will be a great, despite the setbacks. Oh, yeah. Oprah, it can continue. It's crazy. But, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great one, man. I think it's going to be a fantastic card. He said, but Doc, overthink. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking with this one, man. I think I'm letting all the people get to me, man. But like I said, I'm still going with Israel Madrimov. But I'm thinking it's a better fight than I anticipated. Like, I didn't think that it was I thought it was first of all, it's a Riyadh season card. I think every card on there, every fight on there is good. Joshua Buatsi, Callum Smith, that's a good fight. I'm going with Callum Smith for the upset. I want to pick Joshua Buatsi. I like them both. I want to pick Joshua Buatsi, but his last win, even though it was he won his last fight, even though he won against Willie Hutchinson, it just left me wanting more, bro. I just feel like he left a lot to be desired. And he should have got Willie Hutchinson out of there. He did drop him twice, but he just seemed like, I just don't know. Sometimes it seems like he just doesn't want it when he's in the ring, you know? So we going to see about Callum Smith, man. I'm going to lean towards Callum Smith for the upset, but I think it's a good fight. And then we got Hamza Shiraz and Carlos Adames. Y'all know I went with Carlos Adames, but Hamza Shiraz looking right too, man. I don't know, bro. Like, these fights are good, but I'm still sticking with my guns. I haven't flip-flopped on anybody. I'm still going with Carlos Adames to beat Hamza Shiraz. Still going with my I want to put money on it, but I'm leaning towards Callum Smith over Joshua Buatsi. I'm going with Israel Madrimov over Virgil Ortiz. I was going with Daniel Dubois over Parker, but I'm going with Bacoli over Parker now with the late replacement. I had Shakur beating Kid Austin. Now I have Shakur beating Joshua Paddy Padley. Shout out to him. Respect to all the late replacements. And then I got Bivol and Beterbiev. That's a toss-up, man. But I'm going with my heart on this one. So I'm not using my logic. I'm going with my heart. I'm going with Bivol because I selfishly want a rematch. I want a trilogy. And the only way to get the trilogy is if Bivol wins, right? So I'm going with Bivol. Shout out to both those fighters, man. But I think Beterbiev is looking good, you know. And then Ajit Kabayel and Zhale Zhang. Once again, I like both of these fighters. Big Bang Zhang. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They've been saying that they was gonna bang each other a little bit too much for my liking. But you know what I'm talking about. I was like, yo, every second I'm gonna bang you. I'm gonna bang you.
What?
I'm gonna bang you. Hold on. They know what they doing too. They think that shit funny. But I'm going with Ajit Kabayel, man. I think Ajit Kabayel is gonna tire him out. But like I said, a lot of people don't know. But Ajit Kabayel has been dropped before, you know. And Zhang has dropped people before, obviously, with Joseph Parker, right? He dropped people before that he didn't beat. Like, he dropped Philip Hergovich, he ended up losing. And he dropped Joseph Parker twice, he ended up losing. So just because Ajit Kabayel can get dropped, and if he gets dropped, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to lose. So I'm going with Ajit Kabayel because I think Zhale Zhang's going to gas out after the 6th round, you know what I'm saying? Probably after the 5th round, you know? So I'm going with Kabayel, man. But there's all great fights, man. Buatsi will redeem as far as his last before. You think so? You got Buatsi beating Callum, and I think Callum Smith is back against the wall, right? Because he teased retirement after losing to Beterbiev, right? Because he lost to Canelo, no shame in that. And then he lost to Beterbiev, no shame in that either. But, you know, he was like, man, you know, this is my first time. He said, man, now I'm feeling like I lost to Canelo, now I lost to Beterbiev. He said, I never questioned if I was the best. I always felt like I was the best. But he was like, this time I felt like I wasn't the best. And I just may not be good enough to be the best. So if I don't feel like I could be the best, then maybe I should stop fighting. That's what he said, you know. Shout out to Callum Smith, man. He took that loss kind of hard. And rightfully so, man, because he's a good fighter and I like him. But I think he's going to take that same energy into the fight against Joshua Buatsi. And I feel like if he loses, I think he will permanently retire. So I think he has a lot riding on this fight. And Joshua Buatsi, he always has a lot riding on his fights, right? Because he's trying to get a shot at Beterbiev or Bivol winner. But I'm not sure how much like I said, I just don't know how much he wants it when he's in there. He just doesn't seem like he always wants it as much as, you know, as I think he should. So I'm not implying that he's scared to fight Beterbiev or Bivol, but maybe he just doesn't really, maybe he's content with not fighting them. You know what I'm saying? And they're undisputed. So if you're in a title contending position and you don't want to go for the title, then maybe you're not fighting for as much as the next man. And so we'll see, man. We'll see. That's just my opinion on it, man. So I'm going with Callum Smith. Like I said, this is Riyadh season, so I could be wrong. I could potentially get all my picks wrong. You know, so I could enter and exit out of Riyadh season on Saturday, February 22nd, looking like Dub's 2024 record. That Joe was he was getting everything wrong, so I could get everyone wrong. That's why we love it though. Because I ain't got no ego in mind, man. I can get something wrong and keep it pushing. I get a lot more right than I get wrong. But I could get this wrong for sure. He said, we go see who's ducking who. We got irony in the building. Buatsi never showed me any. Right, exactly, Karma. And I'm thinking that Buatsi probably wants to fight, what's his name? What's my boy name? Who just left Queensberry. He's with Boxer now. But it seems like he has some reconciliation with Frank Warren. He might be back with Queensberry. I haven't really been keeping up with it. I forgot to follow up. What's his name, bro? Dude fought Anthony Yard. Seems like he wants to fight Anthony Yard more than anybody, man. You want to fight him? We got my boy Irony, big member in the building. Yes, sir. We got the colors. I love the membership gloves, man. That's what I'm talking about. Big membership gloves. I have enjoyed Com's career, but he is at the end now. Buatsi is it. Buatsi isn't at the end. I got you. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got my boy Ty in the building, man. I'm going to bring up my boy Ty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doc shit. My guy Ty in the building. What's good, brethren?
Here.
What up? What up? What up?
And just get my warm up ready.
Okay. Yes, sir. We do. So we doing it, man. What time? What? I don't know, man, because I don't want to be on too late. What time can you pull up, Irony? Yo, Keenan Lofton gets the gifted membership from my boy Tech Dumb Dad, man. Dropping more gifted memberships in the building. He giving everybody some love.
1, 2, 3.
Everybody gets a car. Hey, I don't care, man. I don't care how you feel about Oprah, man. All these people, man. Shout out to Oprah, bro. Hey, let me know. Tell me another show where you pull up and you get a car, bro. Without your consent, bro. You get your kids sent to college without your consent, man. Whole scholarship. Come on now. How people hate on Oprah is crazy to me. Shout out to Oprah,
I
man.
would say Big Turk, but you gotta do something.
That's crazy. Let him rub on that thigh meat.
You gotta hold that hand.
You gotta hold that hand and let him rub on that thigh meat. Yo, yeah, hey, Big Turk, man. If Big Turk get you a car, boy, you gotta get rubbed down. You know what I'm talking about? Might have to get fondled a little. No, I'm just playing. Don't pull up on me. I'm joking. Yeah, man. Shout out to Oprah, though, man. Shout out to my boy Tech Dumb Dad, man. Thank you for the love, bro. Big gifted memberships, man. Thank you so much, bro. Yes, sir, man. Don't forget to smack that like button if you haven't done so already, man. And yes, and if you received a gift this sub, man, consider continuing it. You know, on a monthly basis, helps us keep going and growing, man. But talk to me, Ty, man. What about these topics, man? Which one you want to talk about? Irony. You can make it in a few minutes. Oh, let me prepare it in. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There was a lot of news today, man. I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I did not make any questions. There was a lot of news today and yesterday, man. But
Yeah.
Yep, yes, sir.
You seen the ring was snitching on Granny Stone though.
Oh Lord, what they say? I might have missed that.
So basically, like with Bacoli, he was examined on site by medical personnel, whereas with Kid Austin, they was kind of alerted after him and his father left.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Let it be known, bro. Let it be known. I'm telling you, the truth gonna come out, man. That's what I'm talking about. Bums. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's looking like they really ain't want no pressure. But was it? But was
that kind of explains the old equipment because that wasn't the de facto like hospital they would have sent him to.
But was it Oscar?
And for all we know, he couldn't actually. He might have went to the hospital, or he might not have. You never know.
What was it? Was it a plan by Oscar though? You think, or was it?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past him, judging his history.
That's crazy, bro. That's sad, bro. You can't trust. That's the thing, man. You try to approach everything with, you know, to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. But they just be doing too much, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. So what did brother say? It looked like the the same bed Oscar was in when he faked the injury.
Yeah, and his brother was like, nah, that wasn't fake.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I already deserves that DuckTales thing. Well, he's not pulling up? Now, he said give him a few minutes. I ain't playing the DuckTales. He said give him a few minutes, man. He said give him a few minutes, man. What's up with this with the Claressa Shields situation, man? What you think about that?
I feel like she's gonna get trying to think of the proper term, but it's going. They're gonna get past that.
What makes you so confident?
Vada and them questioning the procedures that was done. It seemed like everybody's looking at it like, since when do we do cheek swabs?
Right.
That's the one thing that just thought Am I the only person that's seen that's weird, or WC has a problem with it? WO wants to understand what the fuck actually happened.
Right.
Whereas the other two just said, we not doing anything. She's still our champion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It looks to me,
It just seemed like Detroit be the stickler too.
say it again.
It just seemed like Michigan is trying to be a stickler with it.
Right. That part. And I think that looks I don't know about that one, man. I don't like the way they're handling it. Like I said, I can't be too mad because, you know, you got to abide by the rules. But like you said, just why switch up the testing? Why the testing procedure? Why even release that information yet without any? It just seems like they did. Oh, what the heck? No. Okay, there you go. It seems like they were trying to do something. Arnie, you in the corner, but I'm gonna pull you up. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull you up right now. Give me a second. Yes, sir. We got Irony in the building. What's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Hey, nothing much, man. How are you, bro?
We're doing. I told you last night that I was coming in a little late today. So all this ducktail bedtime story, it's a sure sign. It's a sure sign of desperation.
You did tell me, bro. You did for sure. You did. I wasn't sure if you met like 11 though, you know, but you came early, so let's get it.
No,
Let's get it, man.
absolutely.
I'm making the questions right now, man. So what do you think about what do you think about Bacoli and Caballero, man?
Man, what the hell? Bacoli and Parker is.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Thank you. That's what I meant to say. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Man, what the hell is going on, man? Is it a masseuse again?
Exactly. Freaking clown. Dumbass. Yeah, that's all I know too. That's what I say is maybe Shakur's side hustle going crazy. You know, you got a side hustle of if you want your opponent to get sick, man, go holler at Shakur. You know, he has a nice side hustle according to Floyd Schofield Sr.'s stupid ass. That's crazy. I even accuse people of that, bro. That's crazy. He should get reprimanded, man.
Shakur would put Al Capone to shame, according to
Right.
Mama Hofield.
Right, Mama Hofield, right? Exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly, man. So, yeah, bro. I just think it's crazy, man. So, who you got now? You got Bacoli or Parker, man?
Nah, Bacoli's my guy, bro.
You got
Bacoli's
Bacoli?
the head honcho from the Congo. Yes, sir.
Man,
All day.
that's what
I'm about to take over. Watch.
That's what I'm going with too. But man, I don't want to be disrespectful to Parker because 2 days notice is 4 days notice, whatever it is. Was it today's Thursday? 2 days notice is crazy, bro.
Literally 2 days notice, bro.
Bro, that's
kidding me,
crazy,
Damn.
bro. Yeah, 2 days notice is wild.
It's not even the Inoue situation, right? Not even that.
Right. Yeah, because anyway, it was like 10 days.
Oh my god, bro.
It's crazy, man.
Hopefully nothing else happens, bro. I'm like freaking scared now.
Yep.
Like, what else is gonna happen now? Who else is gonna freaking get sick?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway.
Exactly, bro. You know what's so funny? I'm looking at the dream matches, Ty, and we had Benavidez and Morrell on there. Bro, boxing is great, bro. We had Benavidez and Morrell on dream matches, and we actually saw that fight. Come on now. How people be mad at boxing, bro? Boxing's doing good, man. That's dope.
I think Bacoli did have a fight lined up, right? Against what?
Yeah, F.A. Jagba.
F.A.
Jagba. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that now.
Well, I'm glad he ain't fighting a Jagba, bro. I didn't want to see that fight that soon. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that to me is a title fight in like a year or so.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I predict both will be.
That's
right
what's
up
up.
there.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. I'm trying to think. Well, I got one. I think we already did this one, but I like this one. All right.
Okay, so...
This is heavy on the This is heavy on irony, bro. the questions I'm coming up with.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna aim at me. I'm sure about that. I mean, we got Dr. Tony Cheatham here. So,
That's crazy, bro. I'm trying to make it I'm trying to make it on stuff. I'm actually going in your favor. I'm trying to make it on stuff that I think you're well versed at. You see how I get accused, bro? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Who's a oh, I got one. No. Who's a good, give me a good no. Okay. Give me a good welterweight. Anybody.
right now? Or
Yeah, now or like
active or past?
it doesn't matter.
If you want right now, I don't know. Norman.
Nah.
Woods,
Not right now. Not right now. Just say.
Trinidad, Mayweather.
Okay, you got
I
one.
don't know, man. There's so many.
I didn't want to do Trinidad, but since you said it, that's what I'm gonna do.
Good.
All right, we good. Appreciate it. And then who was you just said something. Remind me of dang, it was what's a good fight coming up? Tell me a good fight coming up.
Fight coming up.
Recent
aside from Saturday?
Yeah.
Outstanding Unis.
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Thank you, bro. I slipped my mind, and there you go. Now we back now. All right.
MMA is in the absolute toilet.
All right, let's get it, man. I got it, man. So we doing this or what, man? We doing the square up, bro?
I'm doing it. I'm here, bro.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it, man. My boy Ty cut on the camera. Oh, camera Ty out. Oh boy, you might be in trouble, Irony. I ain't gonna hold you.
Doctors already.
I'm just saying, man. Hey. Oh boy, you might be in trouble, bro.
Scared I am. Look at how scared I am.
There we go. Okay, even up the odds, man. You get 2-4 in the building. You get bonus points for having the camera on now. All right, so let me read the rules real quick before we cut to the other screen. I have to read it for myself too. So right now we're about to do what we call DBT Square Up, man. Dr. Boxer Talk Square Up, where we put two members of the Boxer Talk family up against each other in a friendly debate, man.
Right back.
All right, now take your time. So first off, so the rule number 1 is a boxing debate segment. It's competitive but conversational. Passion is expected and encouraged, but disrespect isn't. So let's please try to be respectful and know that we just want to bring boxing talk and make it fun, man. We laugh a little bit, but at the same time, get our point across and say it with your chest.
I like it.
Rule number 2, I'm playing the role of moderator, Doc. I'll be deciding who gets a point and who loses a point. We will also be taking the input from the chat for bonus points as well. So please expound upon your ideas. That's the name of the game. But excessive elaboration requires me to quiet your mic and start playing the Jeopardy music, just as a fun thing. So there's no set time limit, but we want to, say let other people go as well. So there's really no definitive time limit, but it'll be up to my discretion. And yeah, man. So
let me ask you a couple of things, right? Because aside from my astute opponent here, this is my first rodeo, right? So is it like a dialogue type thing, or is it like he goes for a minute, I go for a minute, or what's?
Yeah, it's just it's like, yeah. So you just take turns. So no dialogue, but it's like you have. So have you ever seen the show Around the Horn?
Yeah.
So it's like that. So
back in the day, but
right, yeah, exactly. So you would go for a given amount of time, state your case, and then he would go and state his case, and then you'll get a chance to rebuttal, and then he'll get a chance to rebuttal.
I like it.
Yep. So lastly, 3 rule.
And by the way, if anybody feels disrespected or whatever, just let me know on the spot. Okay?
Oh no, you're good, man. So rule number 3, the last rule: have fun, laugh a little. Boxing debate is fun, it's exciting, but sometimes we forget that. Let's remind folks and be the change that we seek, man. And each person goes twice per round, and winner picks the next theme. So let's get it, man.
On a second, twice. What? Repeat that last part.
Oh, everybody gets to go twice per round. And then the winner gets to pick the next topic. The winner of that round gets to pick the next topic. So let's get it. Let me try to make sure I can find it. Which one it is, man. Y'all got to bear. There it is. Wrong one.
Get that trigger next time, nigga.
I think I picked the wrong one. Hold on. Nah, I picked the wrong one. There we go.
How do we start? Like,
I'll let you know, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hold your horses, brother. I got you. Let me see. Let me fix the camera though. The camera's. I'll be right back, chat, because I have to cut off my camera. I'm messing up, man. See, I'm messing up on the presentation. I ain't do it in a while, chat. Y'all be patient, man. I forgot to cut off my camera here, so my camera could be there. Tripping.
I can see mine.
All right, bet. Yeah, your camera's straight. All right, here we go. Let's get it.
Teach your man how to squabble.
See me clearly?
Get that
Yes,
trigger
sir.
next time, nigga.
Yes, sir. My boy 2-4 said he got the winner. Okay, I see you, bro. My boy said he got the winner, man. Let's get right, man. This is the rules by Bernie. Can you see the chat? Irony. These are the rules by Bernie right here, man. If you want to hear it.
Right?
As far as the time, yes, sir. The
chat
YouTube.
or-
Yep, the YouTube.
Mom, tell like it is. 3 minutes. That's a heavyweight 1-round bout. And people done got knocked out in the first goddamn round.
So you get 1 round, bro. You get 1 round, 3 minutes, bro. And then it's gonna be the next person's turn. I'm trying to figure out why the names are messed up. This junk is so it always changes.
Well, I
on me.
go for 1 round or 3 minutes, or he goes and I.
Nah, it's not really 3 minutes, but you'll get it. We'll just play it. We'll just play it, then it'll come around. But you'll get a certain amount of time to go. He'll get a certain amount of time to go. Yeah, exactly. And then it'll just go like that. Matter of fact, let me see something. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna join back and see if that fixes it. Nope. Let's see. Nope, it's okay. We're gonna keep it like this. I'm just gonna switch the names. Supposed to have the moderator at the top. I think it looks a little cleaner, but it's all good. Freak it. We're gonna keep it like this. This is okay because he's the reigning champ anyway, so that's good. We got it like that. There we go. All right, bet. All right, so that's my green screen there. All right, here we go. So we got the topics. Let me pull up the topics. Are the topics there? Can y'all see the topics? No.
Where are they? YouTube or hang on?
Yeah, on the YouTube, but it's not there yet. I don't see it. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Where the heck are the topics? It says it's there, but I don't see it. What's going on?
The YouTube last chat was Boxing 24 saying I got winner Saturday. I mean, maybe I need to.
There you go. I got it. No. It's good. It should be up there now. All right, so bet. So because Ty is, I know Ty said he'll defer to you. So do you want to pick the topic? So we have 3 topics, right? I usually let the chat pick, but we're gonna go with we got dream matches. We got three different themes, right? With 4 topics each. So we have the first theme is dream matches. Second theme is what if, and the third theme is predictions. Which one do you want to start with? So predictions is where you make a prediction of who is gonna win the upcoming fights. A what if is a fake scenario, you know, it's a hypothetical scenario with boxers, and the dream matches is exactly what it sounds like, you know, matches that can't happen. So which one do you want to start off with?
We were gonna keep going the yesterday thing.
What
Are you protecting Ty?
That's crazy. What theme do you want, man? That's crazy.
Let's do dream match too.
Dream matches? All right, bet. So I'm gonna pick the dream match, man. So according to my boy Irony, man, the request of Irony, we go with dream matches to start it off, and I'm gonna pick Calzaghe or Saul Canelo Alvarez. Who wins in a dream match? Joe Calzaghe from Wales or Cinnamon from Guadalajara, Mexico? Which one we going with, man? We going since I already picked the topic, we gonna let Ty start off. Wait, hold on before you start. Hold on, Ty. Hold on before you start. My fault. I didn't bring up the scoreboard, bruh. Oh no, the scoreboard's there. I didn't. Hold on. Give me a second. My fault. I'm tripping, bro. I didn't bring up the I have the scoreboard up, but I can't interact with it. We gonna get right, chat. My fault. We ain't do it in a while, man. I gotta find the scoreboard. Lord, have mercy.
So let the record show, and Dub, I'm glad you're there, Dub.
That's crazy.
Let the record show that we agreed to continue the theme from yesterday.
That's crazy. That's correct. What was the theme yesterday?
Since we're talking about DuckTales, I just thought it was fitting to.
That's
to bring that
crazy.
up, you know.
I don't remember us ever saying we. What was it? What was the theme yesterday?
Didn't you say this was like a preview? It was like a preview or a warm up for today.
I recall no such thing,
Yesterday.
nor conversation.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's
I
crazy.
already know where this is going, bro. Yeah.
That was a warm up, but nobody ever agreed to that being the topic for
Talk to him.
tonight.
Thank you, Ty. He trying to pull a fast one, man. He trying to pull a fast one. All right, bet we good, man. So just to give everybody a recap, man. The dream, yes. So the theme is over here, and it's dream matches, and we are going with Joe Calzaghe versus Saul Canelo Alvarez, and two folks say he got the winner Saturday, man. Two folks said he want the smoke, man. We starting off with Ty, man. Tell me who wins and why.
So we're talking about Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Joe
Yes, sir.
Calzaghe.
Yes, sir. I keep this at the
Rightfully so. This ends in the same fashion he beat Billy Joe Saunders
top.
by knockout.
You
You
That's
can
tough.
sit there and talk about the skill, and, you know, the flair that Joe Calzaghe brought to the ring. But honestly, this is one of those dudes he can't just go in there and lean on, you know, his skill, you know, talent to beat. Canelo is a proven product against many foes of his time. Something that we can't say about his opposition, Joe Calzaghe. I could sit here and tell you game plan of how he beats him. He's going to pressure him.
Big pressure.
Joe Calzaghe might be able to use some effective footwork in the earlier rounds, but it's not going to get him far
Wouldn't get
because
far.
this game is based off of accumulation. You can only hold those arms up for so long before Canelo knocks you out, and I'll pass.
I like that. And the dismount was crazy. Come on, let's get right. Go ahead, Irony. Same question, man. Make a case.
So
Canelo or
Canelo's a
Joe
proven
Calzaghe?
product. So Canelo's a proven No, the winner is Joe Calzaghe, bro. It's not even hard.
Okay. Okay.
So Canelo's a proven product against fighters of his time. Yeah, I mean against John Ryder, against Edgar Berlanga. Yeah, he's a proven product, but he never beat Triple G. Not to me. He never gave Lara a
crazy.
rematch. He
That's
never
crazy.
gave Erislandy Lara a rematch. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
He struggled mightily against Lara. He got taken to school by Floyd Mayweather, and he got his ass whooped by Dimitri Bivol. So not everyone is Callum Smith, where you can just chop his bicep down, and not everybody's gonna just sit there and wait for you to chop his bicep down while you're at it. So we need to understand one thing. So Joe Calzaghe has the hand speed of an A+ fighter. He's second to none in his hands. He has second to none in his hand speed.
I like that.
Bernard Hopkins will tell you that himself.
That's crazy.
Well, maybe Bernard Hopkins is crazy. But the fact of the matter is, hey, doctor, why are you interrupting me when I talk?
Bro, I was just ad-libbing, bro. My bad. I'm gonna close. My bad.
You see what I mean?
I'm gonna take a point for attacking the moderator, though. That's crazy.
So let's go through the. Let's talk about the facts here, right? I got some for you right here.
Give me a fact.
There we go. Where is it?
That's a fact.
Canelo, his 5th fight.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Professional fight. For a dude named Jorge Juarez in Mexico.
Who mama that is?
It's not a test. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me. Nigga.
That's Canelo's 5th.
Okay.
And I just want to point that out because people love to bring up the Robert Curry and everything. Robert Curry was 33 and 34. 11th fight of Joe Calzaghe. Okay. Canelo's 18th fight was against Sean Hawley, who was 8 and 21.
All right, that's time, man. That's time, man. That's time, man. That's time. So we got a close round right here, man. They both swinging. Ty scored 8 points. Irony scored 7 points. He actually scored a lot more if he didn't get a point deduction. And I'm gonna take another point because it sounded like you was out there utilizing Google. So we're gonna take another point for the Google. What we doing? And then I'm gonna take another point because you spent more time telling me what Canelo did, and you spent less time telling me what Kawasaki did. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna take another point. That's crazy. You're supposed to defend Kawasaki, not butcher Canelo. Okay, we go. Go ahead, Ty. Your turn to rebuttal. Score is 8-5.
All right. Let me gather my thoughts because I heard a whole lot of yap, a lot of circle talking, but nothing really explaining how or why Joe Calzaghe beats Canelo. Nothing as far as the skills. Yeah, you say he had fast hands.
That was a good
But
point.
at the
I did
same
like
time, is he going to be able to land accurately time and time again throughout the round?
that.
Because I don't think he makes it past 8. If we keep it legit. I told you about the footwork. Canelo has a knack for cornering UK guys, especially seeing that he actually has somebody on his resume that has a similar pedigree and style to a Joe Calzaghe. Joe don't have Canelo, or even a great value, as you would say, a Walmart brand Canelo Saul on his resume.
That's crazy. He ain't even got the Timu joint?
Nah.
That's crazy.
It don't matter location, even though Canelo's going to be the A side. This is going to be in Vegas. We already know how the judges is going to go. But then again, they won't be needed. So that won't be an excuse.
That's true. That's a good one. I didn't think, hey, it's in Vegas. I don't know. I see my boy Irony rubbing his hands together like Birdman, man. #1 stunner. He about to cook.
And I guess my closing statement would be this. Nah, that's not fair.
No, please go ahead. I don't want any excuses.
No excuses. I'm gonna give him a point for that. That was assertive. I like that. He hit you with the Tarver joint. No, any excuses tonight, Roy?
Canelo knocks out Billy Joe Saunders because he has the direct counter for his jab and the looping right he likes to throw. And every time he tries to veer off to his right, he's getting caught with Canelo's signature hook. That will be the shot that knocks him the fuck out. Breaks high, and he'll be another member of the UKI club. Yeah.
Joining the club. I like that.
And
they're getting our free memberships.
You're comparing Billy Joe Saunders to Joe Calzaghe based on what exactly?
Ooh. Answer.
Go ahead.
Please.
As far as boxing pedigree, they're pretty similar. I would say Joe Calzaghe is a higher tier pure boxer in a sense because neither guy is known as a power guy. They use their feet as far as how they set up their whole game. It's not like I'm saying he's a runner or anything.
Right. They
do everything off of veering off to their right to set up that right. And Eddie already knows, so teaches a mean left hook if you ain't already know.
That's a fact. That's a good point. Irony, why would you ask him? Why would you ask him to say something else?
No,
That's
because
crazy.
he keeps going to Billy Joe Saunders for some reason.
There you go. We'll kill him on it. Go ahead. Talk to him.
I'm glad you said he's a tier above Billy Joe Saunders because that means he's exactly the type of fighter that Canelo historically and routinely struggles with.
Ooh.
Do I need to go over again okay, let me do it again maybe. Erislandy Lara, Floyd Mayweather, Dimitri Bivol. Like, I can go on and on. Even Caleb Plant was beating his ass before he got tired. So,
ooh, Caleb, sweet hands?
Joe Calzaghe is not going to get tired. You're not going to be able to pin down Joe Calzaghe. And you ain't gonna be able to get him into one of those silly traps with the high guard, bro. His boxing IQ is too high. He's too good, and
Now you cooking with grease.
I don't understand what the punching power deal is, because you do realize that he has 32 stoppage wins. Like, you do realize that. Like, for a guy that has no punching power, he stopped 32 guys, including a knockdown to Granite Chin, Chris Eubank Sr. So Canelo has a Granite Chin.
Canelo does? Or Kawasaki, you meant?
Right?
You meant to say Kawasaki?
Canelo.
Oh.
No, I didn't say
Oh, okay, my fault. I apologize. I'm gonna take away a point for myself.
Canelo has never struggled with punchers.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo always struggles with pure boxers. Even if he beats them, like Saunders, that was an impressive one.
That was.
But he always struggles with them. And well, you made the case for me. You said he's a higher tier than Billy Joe Saunders. So there you go, right there. He's gonna whoop his ass. He's gonna beat him. He's probably gonna get robbed on the decision, but if he doesn't get robbed, he should be getting like a 8-4 type of thing against Canelo. And Canelo might try to suplex him like he tried to suplex Bebo. Because
that's great. See, now I gotta take a point, man. You wildin'. Now we talk about illegal tactics. That's crazy. Define Irony made a hell of a comeback, man. 16-15 would have had more points, but he was talking crazy, man. Got tied down 1. I think we should go to a bonus round, though, chat. What do y'all think? What you think, 2-4? What you think, Oscar? Nah, Doc, I already had half the time before the question. That's crazy.
Hang on a second. Why is that? Can I make a small pause here?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Am I not supposed to like look for information here?
Nah, you can't. I was just do whatever you want, bro. We just having fun, man. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, I was just talking trash.
That's within the big but
oh no, it's in the rules. Yeah, do what you want. Do whatever you want.
Break the rule or anything.
No, ain't no rules. Ain't no rules, man. We just having fun. I was just, I was just talking trash as having fun, bro. And I'm ad-libbing this stuff, man. Nah. Do whatever you want.
Information, Doc.
We taking points for that?
I mean, it wasn't allowed before.
Oh, my bad. Appreciate you keeping me honest. Yeah, he didn't know that. No, yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know. Yeah, you're right. You didn't know. So I'm gonna give you back a point. I'm gonna give Ty a point for reminding me of the rules. Yeah, no information looking up now. No Google. Off the top. He said I'm not going. He said I'm not going. What y'all say, chat? I think we should run a bonus round, man. That's insanity cheating. He should know better, chat. Fire round, true or false question. Whoever gets it wrong, I back. Let's do a fire round. I like that. I like that idea, Oscar. Bonus round with 2 topics. Both of them pick a topic. And we just keep going. We gonna get that round. We gonna get that round of irony, man. We got another round anyway. We ain't done. Our irony got that round, man. 17-16, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, that's true. I like that bonus. Let's do a bonus. All right, now I said bonus. I like the bonus too. I'm gonna let the chat pick the bonus question.
Can I say something off the record?
Yes, sir.
And when you was explaining the rules to him and telling him it's just like, what show again?
Around the Horn.
And in any show, where have you seen contestants able to block a phone, or anything to look up information?
Hey, Ty cooking right now.
Jeopardy. You don't do this on any,
You're right about that. You're right about that. You're right about that. You can't reference nothing.
Well, number one, how is that comparable to this? And number two, I didn't know. Now that I know, I'm not gonna do it.
I mean,
I thought you were gonna get slapped.
They're looking for ways to just screw me.
No, he's right though. He's right, man. I think this is a draw, man. Let's do it. Let's do a bonus dream match, man. We're gonna do. I think we did this one before though. We had a draw. We got 17-17, man. I think let's do Mayweather versus Hagler. I want to do Pacquiao or Inoue, but let's do Mayweather versus Hagler.
Mayweather versus Hagler. What division is that in?
Let's hypothetical. Let's say they fought at 147.
Okay.
Yeah, hypothetical. Let's say they fought at 147.
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
You want to go first? You want Ty to go first?
I'm good either way you decide.
All right, I'll decide. Let's do Mayweather Hagler. Let's do catch weight 152. Let's do a catch weight, and then Ty has to give me you got to make a case for Hagler. Irony has to make a case for Mayweather. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Yes, you should have just chose. I gave you the option, bro, but since you made me chose, I'm gonna go all the way.
Well played, doctor. Well played.
Yes, sir. Yep. Ty got to give you a case for Hagler, and Irony got to give you a case for Mayweather. This is a bonus round right here. We're going to like a first to 5.
Doctor seriously just asking me to give a case against Marvin Hagler, bro.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Ty. Oh, Ty, you started last time, or did Irony start? I think Irony. Yeah, Irony. Go ahead. Case for Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, for Marvelous Hagler.
Against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Okay. If you look at the way that Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, what he did was he recognized he couldn't hurt Hagler. So what he did was he boxed him, and at times, specifically when there was less time in the round, he went in with flurries and took the round from Hagler.
I like that.
That's a chess master-like strategy to take the fight out of the guy that should overpower you. Because not only should Hagler overpower you, he's a switch. I'm sorry, I'm making the case for Floyd. Goddammit, I'm sorry. So Floyd Mayweather with his boxing IQ is gonna figure out a way to make the most out of each and every round. Hagler. Hagler might get a little desperate, and Floyd even could. No, I don't think so. Floyd could.
That's crazy. He said he don't think so.
With the jab, taking apart with the jab, and not. But doctor, you're.
I'm sorry, bro, because I can just see you. I see you struggling because I know you like Hagler, bro. I see you struggling, but that's the fun of it, bro. That's the fun of it, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for laughing.
Floyd Mayweather got the boxing IQ to beat anybody.
Talk to him.
He's gonna. If Hagler's gonna have success, he's gonna have success with his less powerful weapons.
Okay.
Against Floyd. Floyd's gonna take away Hagler's pressure. He's gonna take away Hagler's. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You caught me off guard with this one, bro. God damn it, bro.
All right, we gonna go to tie. It's a bonus round. Don't even worry. It's a bonus round, man. We going to tie, man.
Well done.
Yes, sir. Good job, man. We got 20-17, man. This is all or nothing, man. Ty needs 3 points to tie and 4 points to take the win of the first round. We got 2 more rounds though. This ain't.
Honorable moderator permission to use soundboard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Permission granted, my brother.
And Irony, I understand your pain because I had to state a case of Terrence Bud Crawford beating Floyd at 147.
Talk to him.
And they got ugly.
Talk to him.
But I stated what I could, and I actually won that.
Yep.
But we talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Versus the marvelous one.
Marvelous.
Marvin Hagler. At 152 catch weight. You know what I mean? For some people, they'll look at it like, oh, he brought him down. But there's one thing about Floyd. He ain't never have a rehydration clause. You put him in there with a man that is of the same caliber. And the one thing they say is a good big man always beats a great smaller one.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
You brought up what Sugar Ray Leonard did. But there's one big problem. Floyd isn't the same size as Sugar Ray Leonard. Or has the same durability as him. He could try to employ the same game plan, but there's certain things that Hagler has in his wheelhouse where he can just use as far as coming out is just being a southpaw. We seen what Zab did to him early.
Ooh, that's a good point. That super judo.
Zab not punching like Hagler.
Nope.
This will be the first time I seen my goat get beat the fuck up.
Damn.
The full counter, not gonna work.
Oh.
You know why?
Why?
Because somebody with the size of Hagler leaning forward, he actually could time it better than what Chino Maidana did. No matter what position in the ring, Floyd tries to set it up, even if he tries to go over to, neutral corner that he loves, to rebound to.
Right.
Same way he caught Oscar and them. Remember, who's on his training staff?
Who that?
The brothers is gonna cook up a dope ass plan. They was watching film back then.
All right, man.
I hate to say this.
Go ahead. You close the statement.
In a 10th round stoppage.
Ooh, for Hagler?
With Floyd. Yes, with Floyd trying to go to his bread and butter with the pull counter. Shoulder roll wasn't rolling. He could stop.
Damn. Not my boy Floyd. Chat, so I got it 22-20, man, in favor of Ty, man. Said that Hagler stops him. Irony failed to give a definitive answer, but he had some very good points as well. Now, we had a rebuttal from Tufo saying Usyk proved that to be a myth 2 times. So I got it 22-20, man. Who do you think took the bonus round? I want to start making polls and stuff, but I need more mods to do so. I think mods could do that. I don't know, but that'd be a lot for me to be typing. So, but who do y'all think won that one, man? I think Ty won that one. Edged it out. I thought Irony put up a good fight. I think Ty edged that one out, man. Floyd would make the adjustment, says Joaquin Arizola. I personally think Floyd would win. No disrespect to rest in peace Marvis Hagler. I personally think Floyd would win, but I think Floyd would win every fight. I ain't gonna hold you, so.
Not in a million years.
I already said not in a million years. I'm not mad at that. But I thought Ty made some good points, man. I thought Ty edged that one out just slightly. So we gonna get that first one to Ty, man. And then we got the next one, man. So Ty, you pick the theme. We got dream matches, what ifs, or predictions.
He picking.
He said he's deferring to my guy Irony, man. He said he confident, man.
What was the other two? The what if and what is the other one?
What if or dream matches? No, sorry. What if or predictions? Sorry.
Predictions.
Oh shoot! I just accidentally cleared this thing. Backside. How do I go back? Oh my gosh! I just messed up. My fault. Give me a quick second. I accidentally cleared the scoreboard on my side. You said give you predictions, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Oscar said Ty won it. He said Dub said it was 1-1. Do one more. Yeah, we're gonna do another round, man. Ty won that round, says 2-4. Okay, best. We all in unison. Cause I want to say too, Irony, the chat can, what's the word I'm looking for? Override what I say.
Overrule?
Yeah, overrule. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Overrule. So let's do. We got the theme picked by Irony. Compliments of Ty. He said he defers to Irony. He said he went with predictions. I'm gonna let Irony pick the prediction. No, I'm not. I want to pick this one. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, who we have? We got you said it's the first time. Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, pick it, bro. You pick the theme and the topic.
Okay, prediction for like a fight that's coming up.
No. It's on the chat. You can't see it. Okay, so I'll listen to you. Beterbiev Bivol rematch. Bakoli versus Joseph Parker. Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov, or Jerome Bucenis versus Emantas Stanionis.
I don't see it in the what chat are you talking about?
I keep saying chat. Sorry, I keep saying chat. I meant to say screen. Sorry, the YouTube channel.
Oh,
my bad. I keep misspeaking. I said chat like 3 times. That's my fault. No, that's not your fault. That's my fault. I misspoke.
Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch. Whew.
Beterbiev, that's what you want?
Bivol by UD. He's gonna win.
Wait, that's what we going with?
No, but I select the prediction, right?
Yeah, is that the one you pick? I'm saying you have 4. You have Beterbiev Bivol, Bakoli
Oh, I
Parker.
need to pick between one of the 4.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
yeah,
get it now. I
yeah,
get it
yeah.
now. I
Okay,
thought
yeah, it's one of the topics.
I'm sorry.
No,
So
you're all
sorry,
right. Yeah, which one do you want? You want to do a prediction for a Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch? Martin Bakoli versus Joseph Parker, Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Majimov, John Bucinis versus Imantas Stanionis.
Yeah, let's do Beterbiev Bivol.
Rematch.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
bet. Let's get it, man. So we got the topic is Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch. We're doing a prediction. This fight will be this Saturday, February 22nd. Good Lord willing. Let's get it, Irony.
My prediction for that fight is Bivol by UD. He's gonna get his much deserved win this time. He's
Hey, I
gonna
hope so.
time Beterbiev even better than he did last time. He's not gonna make the same mistakes by letting Beterbiev pin him down like he did, and more importantly than that, he's gonna be much more intelligent with his energy and not go overboard with the combinations that might lead him to a KO, a nasty KO.
Facts.
But even more importantly than that, that's not gonna sap his energy, which will make him take off a few rounds and basically give the benefit of the doubt to a decision going the other way.
Yep.
Because to be honest, yes, I understand Bivol hasn't fought anybody like Beterbiev, but on the flip side, to be honest here, Beterbiev's never fought anybody like Bivol.
Great point.
That
Great
movement,
point.
that pendulum, that timing, those combinations. He's never fought anybody like that.
Nope.
And I think Bivol's gonna overwhelm him this time, and he's not gonna how do you say
Overextend.
Overextend, overreach. He's not gonna get overzealous. Is what I'm looking for. He's not gonna get
Overzealous. Facts. I like that.
this time, which he clearly did more than a few times last fight. So, yeah, that's what I got.
I like that, man. 9 strong points, man. Go ahead, Ty. Who you got and why? Beterbiev Bivol rematch.
I gotta lock in because I heard some stuff and it was just like, bro, did you hear yourself? But I digress.
Oh, man.
I have Beterbiev winning this by knockout.
By
It's gonna
knockout?
be round 13. I gotta gather my thoughts because I heard something real egregious. Irony, do you realize you said that Archer never been in a ring with a guy like a Bivol, even though this man went on a platform that is pro Bivol and won by decision, right?
Can I respond to that real quick?
It's up to Ty. Ty wants to allow it. I'll allow it.
Let me respond to that real quick, okay?
He said no. He said no.
Oh, okay. See that? See that, people? Okay. See that? Okay.
He said no, bro.
I didn't speak during yours. You
Talk to her.
You responded to something that I said when I was talking on the previous topic, and I let you respond.
I thought you asked him, though.
You forgot about that?
I thought you asked him.
Question. And I made a rhetorical question. I asked something that didn't need an answer because everybody heard you.
Oh, man, y'all got me rolling, bro. Shout out to y'all, man.
Furthermore, everything you said didn't seem like it came from an analytical standpoint. It was more wishful thinking because you said things that, like, where did you get that from?
So man put DuckTales.
Let me get back to the case I was making. I probably burnt up too much time. Beterbiev knocks out Bivol. Why? Because the familiarity with him. Bivol came in there in the first fight and realized, hey, I'm not that much more of a boxer than him. Where he's the one that's in his training camp scrambling, crunching the numbers to find a way to beat him. Where Archer Beterbiev is looking at Bivol like, I'll let this man off the hook. I might have bruised and battered him up. He got some stuff off on me. But in this fight, I'm knocking him the fuck out.
All right, go ahead. Your rebuttal, Irony.
I'm not sure if you watched the first fight, but okay.
I see.
So I want you to tell me which one of the previous 20 opponents of Artur Beterbiev had the pendulum style that Bivol had,
Mm.
and just give me an answer without just saying are you hearing yourself or stuff like that. Just give me an answer. Evil's got way more resources. No. Let me give you the same generosity.
He's
Let
standing
me
on
give you the same
business.
generosity.
He's standing on business, Chad. Already standing on business. Go ahead, bro. Sorry, bro.
So let's keep in mind here that Artur Beterbiev's been knocking out everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Been knocking out everybody, and along comes this guy who beat Canelo and Zurdo Ramirez, two guys that Beterbiev hasn't fought. And not only that, the combinations he hit Beterbiev with, I don't know if you noticed, he actually hurt Beterbiev a couple of times. So as you zoom in and Beterbiev hurting him, remember one thing, Bivol can also hurt him as well. So
I do think people
if
forget
Bivol
that.
doesn't take those rounds off, it's not even that close.
Ooh.
In the first fight. That's what even made it interesting. Because you're making it seem like as if Beterbiev had him wobbled like a million times in the fight and this guy just survived. Nah, bro. Nobody knew the winner of that fight until it was announced. So let's just give some respect where respect is due as far as Bivol is concerned here. Because to be honest with you, I don't think he lost the first fight either. And
good point. I had him winning too.
There's a reason why they say the better boxer always wins the rematch.
Now we gonna kick it to tie, man. That was a good round right there. That was a strong round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had one more thing to say real quickly?
Oh no, the answer to the question that I asked at the beginning.
Yeah, that was a strong round. Go ahead, Ty. You got a lot of ground to cover, brother.
I don't understand where you heard a strong round. I heard a bunch of mid and gap. My thing is, I listen to people, and I really try to take in what they say in the context of it. Again, you keep on saying who has better BF faults. That is like Bivol, discounting the fact that he fought Bivol and won, despite how you feel. Despite how Big Turk feels.
Despite how I feel. That's a good point.
Despite how it didn't matter what I thought because that man won.
That's a good point.
That's why you're shaking your head, yes. And it makes me wonder, did you actually even listen to anything I said? It counted for Bivol actually getting some shots off. But the thing is,
I got to give a point for that.
Proved two things in that fight.
I
can take your punches better than you can take mine. And he proved something to majority of the boxing world. You are not the better boxer. I am just as good. And then to maybe my core fan base, it's not better.
Ooh.
So in the rematch, when the guy is of the same boxing pedigree as you and is a quote unquote more known finisher. Coming out here and saying that Bivol is going to be better Viv is more so you either having wishful thinking or just saying I'm rooting for the guy. Don't sound logical. You really
Ooh. See, you lacking logic, brother.
The moderator even said it the other day. My heart is telling me Bivol, I'm rooting for.
That's a fact.
He couldn't even utter the words is going to win. He said I'm rooting for him.
Ask the moderator who he thought won the first fight also. Ask him that too, please. Ask the moderator who he thought won the first fight too. Ask him that question.
That's a good question, Aaron. That's a good question. But you talked out of turn. I got to deduct the point for that. That's crazy.
That's objectivity. That we talking about people's opinion. The one thing we cannot argue is who actually won the fight. We can you know what I mean, go back and forth. Yo, that jab was crispy. That power punch really landed. but the man still lost.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Sure, you wanna say that? Like, if once the decision goes, that's it? No argument?
I'm not gonna lie. I want to do another round, man. This was
It's the
hot.
real
This was
deal.
a spicy one.
Help me.
I ain't gonna lie. I think we should go back to irony, man. And then go back to tie afterwards. But that was a good round, man.
Can I say?
You know, between the two,
I would like to continue on this because he's continuing to bury himself. I would love to go further on that.
Sure. It's funny. It's funny because between the two, there's one of them that has hit the canvas, and it's not Bevo.
Ooh.
You know what's curious about that? Between the two, there's one of them that has actually hit the canvas, and it's not Bevo, it's the other guy.
How many times he hit the canvas?
That's beside the point. He has hit the canvas. Bevo has hit the canvas this amount of time.
That's a fact. No, I was trying to help you out, bro. I was gonna say he could hit the canvas twice to two different people. I was trying to help you out. So I'm gonna mind my business. My bad.
So if Beterbiev is, Thanos, Superman, and all that, right? He should have cleaned them out the first fight, right? That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm hear you making the case for a Beterbiev 30-second knockout that didn't happen and it's not going to happen. So wishful thinking goes both ways. But beyond that, I've said before that Bevo's my favorite fighter. Now Beterbiev is right up there.
Yep.
What's there not to like? Now, I think Bevo is the only guy that can beat Beterbiev. That's what I think. And to me, that was shown in the first fight, bro. Which, and I'm not alone here, I thought he won. And I think you did too. You just don't want to say it. But that's fine. That's okay. Listen, you can't go into Beterbiev and beat him by fighting him in the kitchen, bro. You can't do that. If you have any sanity, you can't do that. So what do? You box him. And who's the better boxer in that division by far is Dmitry Bivol, bro.
By far?
The tools to beat Artur Beterbiev. Now, Artur Beterbiev is a hell of an underrated boxer because he's been massacring everybody. But he's not right up there with Bivol in boxing ability and footwork and boxing IQ. He's not right there with him. He's steps below. He got hit with a million combinations. He got hurt, bro. He really did get hurt. Now, he hits harder than Bivol, which is why when he hits Bivol, it looks better than when Bivol hits him.
Yep.
But Bivol hit him a bunch of times and hurt him.
Good point.
Now, if Bivol wouldn't have sapped its energy, we would have a completely different conversation here.
That's a good point. We're gonna let Ty get in there now. 23-15.
All right. Let me jump in here real quick.
Yes, sir.
All right.
2 minutes on the clock.
The difference in this topic, the reason why I'm going to win, and the reason why Bivol wins is because I'm looking at this with an unbiased eye. I don't have a dog in the race. First, you're going to say all this. You're discounting things that it just sounds pretty biased. When you talk about when he took rounds off, it's the reason why he took those rounds off. It's not just because he just said, hey, I'm up on the scorecards. I can chillax. Or I was tired. He was tired because of the man in front of him, the pressure he put on.
I like that
The
point.
effective boxing that he was receiving from the other end. And Bivol is not just this guy where he's just the de facto best boxer in that division. Beterbiev proved that he was on par with him that night.
That's a fact.
And from a trainer's perspective, Bivol went through a series of multiple different game plans, and they all failed.
How do
And
they
for the
fail
record,
if he's the only? I'm sorry.
You brought up that Artur Beterbiev has been dropped. There's plenty of boxers that have been dropped and still won. Artur won the fight just like he's going to win the second one. And between the two guys, he has the W and the one without a loss.
Good point. That's a good point, man. I like that. All right, man. This is a close one, man. We got it 22-23, man. 22-23, man. Ayo, pause. He was tired because the man in front of him is crazy. That's crazy, bro. It's supposed to be 22 to 23, but I gotta take away a point from my boy Ty, man. I gotta take away a point, man, because Oscar want to take away a point, man.
If he doesn't get tired, there's no argument on who wins the first fight.
That's part of being a boxer, though. That's part of boxing, man. You got to manage your stamina, man. Second round, going to irony by the skin of his teeth, bro. 23 to 22, man. Because Oscar paused. Because Oscar paused Ty. We got to take away a point, man. Sexual references, man. I said, nah, that's bias. Bro, I can't win, bro. I'm biased all the time, bro. If I already win, I'm biased. If I win, I'm biased, bro. I can't win, bro.
Wait for a pause for something I was taken out of context. That's what we doing.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing, man. That's what we doing, bro. It's not traditional, bro. It's not traditional, bro. We got to do something to even it out, man. Ty killing irony right now. We got to give him a fighting chance, man. We got to help him out.
It's actually the other way around.
Oh,
So to make something an even fight, you got to give extra handicaps. I'll let him pick all the topics already.
That's true.
I gave all my concessions in the beginning.
See, I told you he was gonna use that against
you. Did irony. You did. I gotta give 2 points. You did. I'm gonna give him 2 points for that. He called that. He called it. I already going to the bonus round, the final round with 2 points, man. Ty got to fight back, man. It's 1-1. This is it, man. What if? Yeah, this is what if. Are we gonna let the chat pick? So we got what if, man. We got what if Tyson Fury. Wait, huh? We got what if Tyson Fury fought in the Foreman era. We got what if Terrence Bud Crawford was from. I meant to change this. I could have sworn I pushed save. I must not push saved. Dang it! But let's stick with this because it was a long time ago anyway. So this is what if, man. So we're doing what if Tyson Fury fought in George Foreman's era. What if Bud Crawford was from ... Just not America, right? What if he was from Mexico? What if he was Puerto Rican? What if he was Nigerian? What if he was Jamaican, Japanese? What if Gervonta Tank Davis was fighting TJ Doheny? So yeah, you can tell I didn't save this. What if Saul Canelo Alvarez moved in the fashion in which they moved Naya Inoue? We gonna let the
like in the ring or move like Inoue like in the ring? You saying?
No, move like his career, like fighting Marlon Tapales, Stephen Fulton, Yi Jun Kim, Sam Goodman, not fighting MJ Akbadaliev.
You can get Sam Cutman out of that list. But yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yo, Ty says extra big. Hey, what the fuck? I didn't say take points away.
Man, Fury fought.
You out here snitching. You out here snitching. So all right, let's go, chat. Which one y'all want, man? This is it right here, man. Winner takes all. Going in 1-1, man. Ty gotta hold his crown down, and Irony trying to knock that thing off, man. Ty said this is extra big. Well, man, it doesn't matter. He was awarded 2 extra points for participation. Still get 1.
That's a sure sign of desperation, bro. Like all those comments, bro. Like, damn, bro.
Hey,
Feeling the heat or what? Feeling the heat or what?
Desperation is saying, hey, CC, I called it. Can I get a phone?
Hey, yo, bro.
That was a good one.
Oh, wait, what's the name? Was in the back? I forgot, Dub. Dub, I'm doing so many things, but I completely forgot you were in the green room, man, in the bullpen. I apologize, bro.
Here comes Dub to trump everything. Now he comes to here to mess everything up.
It just, bro, yeah, facts. I did not realize that, Dub. I forgot. I don't see you back there anymore, but I'll pull you up. If you join back, I'll pull you up after. There's only one more round. We got trying to knock that thing off is that's crazy, bro. Okay, you wildin'. Yeah, you wildin'. All right, let's get it, man. So I'm gonna pick questions. The crowd doesn't have a the chat doesn't have a what the heck?
Because he needs all the help he can get. I'm gonna let him pick the topic.
All right, bet. Go ahead, Ty. What if Tyson Fury fought the Foreman era? I'm gonna add another one too. What if Amanda Serrano how can I say this? What if Amanda Serrano
or
What
Alicia Baumgardner.
I was gonna say, I like that too.
You
I was
know
gonna
that I
say,
don't know.
yeah. Oh yeah, you don't know. Yes, that's right. My fault. Irony. You're right. Right. Sorry. We're gonna stay with. I was gonna say, well, she had the career of Claressa Shields, but yeah, no, we can't. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you don't really watch women. Sorry. Let me add another one. Okay, so we got, so the questions are, Tyson. What if Tyson Fury fought in the Foreman era? What if Terrence Bud Crawford was from ... And I'll tell you what place if we pick that one. What if Gervonta Davis was fighting TJ Doheny? And what if Saul Canelo Alvarez moved like anyway? And my last one is, what if Deontay Wilder won that trilogy against Tyson Fury?
That's a good one.
And y'all could pick. I guess Ty could pick because I already said Ty could pick. Unless Ty wants to defer it again, which I'll pick.
I defer. I'm just contemplating on topics like.
You said you're going to pick or you
Me
defer?
Me too. Honestly, bro, me
deferring.
too.
Okay. Now take your time. Take your time.
I'm between the Fury Crawford and the one that you put up, the Wilder. I'm not gonna select the TJ Doheny one, bro. Come on, man.
So Ty said Ty, you said you're deferring, correct or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Irony, you said you don't know which one to pick or you have an option?
Give me a second.
No, take your time. Take your time. No rush. Tufo said, if I'm still gonna be live long enough, y'all can y'all can run it, Dub and Tufo. I'm cool. Dub said he got next. I bet.
You know what, bro? Now let me ask you something. The Foreman era, we're talking about Ali, or we're talking about like the Michael Moore, or I'm
That's a
assuming
good
you're
question.
talking about the Ali.
Yeah, Ali. Yeah. So I say like all the contemporaries. You know, George Foreman fought Joe Frazier, fought Ali. So just think about Foreman's big fights. You can put Michael Moore in there too, but then you just got to put the timeline where Tyson Fury would have to be as old as.
Right.
Yeah, so you could do that too if you want, but just try to make it seem like Tyson Fury replaced George Foreman. What'd you say, Ty?
I said the UK dudes was getting abused.
You feel me? Straight abused. Straight abused. If Bud Crawford was from America, Samoa, hey.
Man, the Bud Crawford topic is interesting. Let's do the Fury one.
Okay, so if Tyson Fury fought in George Foreman era, how would his career played out? Would he be undefeated? Well, I guess he's not undefeated anymore in this era either because Usyk. But would he? So yeah, let me put one more stipulation. No, let's keep it out. Yeah, Tyson Fury. Yeah. What if Tyson Fury fought in George Foreman era? Would he be better or worse than he is now? How would his career played out?
I think it would have been right up there. I'm sorry. Do I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dog?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I think he would have been up there because I think Tyson Fury has got the skills.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, okay, let's go through the landscape, right? We got George Foreman.
Yep.
We got Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
Yep.
Now, to me, he loses to two of those three. Okay. To me, he loses to George Foreman. To me, he loses to Muhammad Ali, and to me, he beats Joe Frazier. Okay, that's what I that's the question, right? If Fury fought in the Foreman era. Okay, so now when we go outside of the big three, so to speak, right?
Yep.
We go to the Ken Norton,
yep.
the Savers, the Quarries, etc. I believe he beats all of them with the exception of maybe Larry Holmes. Now,
okay.
Larry Holmes, I could be wrong about this, but I personally love Larry Holmes, the jab, the skills and everything, but I just don't see none of those punchers messing with Tyson Fury, bro. He survived Deontay Wilder, bro. Like Tyson Fury's punch resistance, his movement back when he was with Ben Davidson, the Klitschko era, at the beginning of the Wilder fights. That Tyson Fury boxes circles around everybody not named Ali or Foreman.
Okay.
What else we got? Now, if he decides to fight the way that he fought on Wilder 3, that's a different conversation. Like, which style is he fighting? Is he fighting that elusive style, Wilder 1, Klitschko, etc., or is he fighting the boxer puncher banger, you know, that he did against Wilder? Because if he does that, I don't think he's gonna fare too well. So,
agreed.
there's quite a few moving parts, but I think Tyson Fury has enough to just be up there in any era. Honestly,
Okay.
that's what I think.
Go ahead, Ty. Tyson Fury in the George Foreman era. How would he fare?
So we're talking 70s, 80s.
Yes, sir.
All right. In this current era, Tyson Fury was considered either the best guy or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if we was to take him and place him in the middle of the 70s, 80s era, or quote unquote, you said the Foreman era,
Yes, sir.
he would be a jag, just another guy. I wouldn't say he would be, completely trash, but he wouldn't be considered great. He would just be a good name, have a strong backing in the UK, but he wouldn't be in the argumentative conversations that we find him in today. He'd just be, like I said, a jag.
I like that.
As far as like the top guys, I don't see him winning this series against any of them.
I like that point.
Even in J, like those guys, it wasn't one-offs. They fought series then.
Yep.
Smoking Joe, I see him going 1-1, and because of typical Tyson Fury stuff, the third fight doesn't happen. I see
that booger
the
shooter,
GOAT, Muhammad Ali, 3-0 with him.
Ooh.
Big George, because of the jab and the strong body shots he had, I don't see Tyson Fury surviving or getting, the concessions with the ref as far as the count. Because in this era, he's not the A side to nobody.
That was a long count against Wilder too. Bumba.
So I'm trying not to put my own personal opinions or my thoughts on him. I'm gonna just keep it just based off of what we know about the guys there. I don't see him being a real factor, but he will be known. Possible Hall of Famer during that time, but all-time great, no.
That's what I was looking for right there.
But
Shout out to Irony. Go ahead.
Series. Tyson Fury
He did?
fought series against Wilder, against
Good point.
Well, Chisora, yeah, and against Usyk. So he also fought series. It's not like
Good point.
he's a one and done type of guy. And not only that, bro. Like you're basically saying what I said. I said like he loses against Foreman and Ali. He beats Smoking Joe Frazier, but that could be debatable. But then he beats everybody else. So that to me means you're great. Smoking Joe Frazier literally only got beat by a Foreman and Ali, nobody else. And I'm not trying to do like a compare Joe Frazier against Tyson Fury because they're way different,
Right.
style and everything. But like Tyson Fury's size and again, like
Pause.
if he decides to fight Joe Frazier like he fought Wilder the third time, he probably gonna lose that one. But if he decides to fight Joe Frazier the way he fought Klitschko, I don't see Joe Frazier touching him.
Ooh,
honestly.
I agree with that. That's a good point. That's a tough fight for Joe Frazier.
So if you can take Deontay Wilder's punch, you can take. You can't. Nobody can take George Foreman's punches. Forget about that. But you can take Ken Norton. You can take all those dudes' punches, even Joe Frazier. And he's got way more resources than all of those dudes, from the Ken Nortons to the Ernie Shavers to whoever you want to bring up. The Corys, the Bonavena, the whatever the case may be.
Right. That's good
Even
points,
Ron
man.
Lyle. So outside of George Foreman, Ali, and if you want to put Frazier in there, I'm not gonna debate it. I don't see anybody touching him.
Go ahead, Ty. It's a close one, man.
I'm glad this topic isn't my take versus your take type thing, even though that's how you took it, and it just shows that you clearly didn't, listen or comprehend what I said. There are things that I do agree upon with you with, but it's like you heard one part of it and then you just totally misconstrued it. because yeah, we know Tyson Fury has fought in series. Yeah.
Yep.
The point I was making is against those top guys, I don't see him winning against those top guys like we said, which you agree on.
Right.
So it's
Context
the
matters.
people he fought in those series. Okay, I like that point. Good point. Good point.
But the part where we differ is the part I was trying to make when I say he was just a jag or just another guy. He could be a Hall of Famer, but as far as him being an all-time great, he wouldn't be. Not in that era. Not with those guys. Not even getting a winning series against them. And I don't even want to introduce the guys from, the 80s or the later part of it, because that kind of brings in names that makes it kind of shaky. Because, Larry Holmes, he was the 80s guy.
Got your flabby looking like Larry Holmes.
Yeah, we get to like 83, 84, that brings in a young, dare I say, prime Mike Tyson. And that brings in a whole whole conversation that we'll probably go on for an hour about.
Yep, we ain't got that type of time, man. That was good right there, though, man. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Irony, man. Ty, I have to give an extra point, man, because he said Larry Holmes made me think of Pimp C, man. Rest in peace. You know what I'm talking about? Like that reference, man. Got you out here flabby looking like Larry Holmes. I love that line, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man. So we got Ty edge of this one out, 19-16, man. Beat Irony by 3 freaking points, man. He said, no, that was close. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Ty was gonna blow you out the water. I ain't gonna lie, and not because just because this is your first time and Ty. This is what Ty does. Like I said, he only has 1 L, and that was the dub. So, and that was a close fight too, man. It would have been a split decision, and that would have been a Beterbiev Bivol situation there, But yeah, that was good stuff. Irony, man, that was good, bro. Shout out to Ty. That was good stuff too, man. We had a lot of fun with this one, man. Y'all had me rolling, bro. So I appreciate y'all being a good sport, man. Just to have fun and make boxing debate, man. Just explore different things about boxing because you learn something too. I learned something too. Like you said some names, and both of y'all said some names. It's like, dang, I forgot about these people. I think you brought up Lyles and then Ty, when Ty said the series, Ernie Shavers, shout out to Ernie Shavers, a big puncher there, and and then I like the series though that you made, and then your rebuttal was like, yeah, Tyson Fury does series too. I don't think many people know that he fought Chisora 3 times. He got some series too, but it's just I think Ty had a great rebuttal to your rebuttal to his statement, where he's like, yeah, the series that he was going against, though, Ali got series with Joe Frazier, Ali got series, you know what I'm saying? They got series with each other, like the top guys, like. We want these other guys to do that, but
in my opinion, if you listen, he's really saying what I'm saying. like he's not gonna he's losing against the top guys, but he took it a step further. He said he's just another dude, and then he said, well, he can still be a Hall of Famer. But
you do realize we can agree on topics.
Yeah,
you
could agree.
Is I elaborated on those topics a little better.
Right.
It's like.
That was funny. I already said, nah, you just saying what I'm saying, bro. You swagger jacket. He swagger jacket me.
In the same sentence, he says he'd just be another dude, but he can be a Hall of Famer, In the same sentence.
That's a good point. I missed that, but I ain't gonna lie. I love what he said, just another guy. It was context. It was context.
I wonder why you missed that.
That's crazy. See, now I'm sabotaging, bro. You see, I'm sabotaging.
Tony Cheatham here,
That's crazy, bro. I'm just here being fair. You know what I'm saying?
This was super fucking fun.
I appreciate it, Irony. I appreciate it, bro. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. I enjoy it too, man. And like I said too, it's not just one way. Like I'm trying to figure. I forgot to do it. I haven't done it in a while, but I want to do it where I talked to Ty about this. Like when you could be the moderator, or Ty could be the moderator. I just got to figure out how I could make y'all activate the points or give me a signal for me to activate the points. Because it's hard to. I don't really know how to let y'all interface. I guess I have to use one of those apps where you could control my computer remotely, and that's just a little too much because I had to get my password and all that stuff. Yeah, that's like too much information. Not that I don't trust y'all, but Yeah, of course,
Is there a
man.
rematch clause?
Of course. You got rematch clause, you exercise, but tie the A side though, brother. So you know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. You got to, hey, you got to respect. You got respect, bro. You new here, bro. You new here, already. You got, you know what I'm talking about? It's your first day, bro. You ain't got no rematch clause. This man want a clause. He the B side. How you get a clause? You the B side, bro? What you doing, bro?
He got extra points.
You feel me?
The concessions.
You know what I'm talking about?
And the rematch
Hey,
clause.
you want the
Well, he
clause?
Lomachenko.
You feel me?
Hang on a second. Didn't you just say that Ty only took 1 L in all of his title reign?
Yeah, he
And
got
that
one
was
L
against
from.
Dub?
Yeah,
So the second L was against me on that round, right?
that's correct. No, no. So
No. Forget about crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
that was no. I think he lost. So you won a round. So it went 2-1. He won the game. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think he won rounds. He lost rounds before, right? Yeah. Ty lost rounds before.
Oh, so
He
you
just
were
never lost
referring
a.
to rounds. You were
Yeah, I
referring
was referring to a
the-
game. Yeah, the whole game. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anybody is flawless as far as that. Yeah, I don't think anybody is. Twofold. Yeah. That was good. That was a good one, man. Yep.
I made you sweat.
Yep.
I know it.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That's a
Wow.
pause though.
I'm
You
on
wildin'.
camera dry. Like, I ain't sweat at all.
He said 3-0, but I'll take my hard fought 2-1. Yeah, I feel you, Kendrick.
Even he has to admit it. Listen, this was freaking awesome.
Yes,
bro.
sir. I
don't know
appreciate
what
it,
we
man.
do now, or do we give feedback?
I
Or,
think
no,
give
Dub,
feedback. Yeah, please
Dub.
give feedback, bro. Please give feedback. What could we do to improve and stuff like that? And heck yeah. Yeah, Dub and Tufo said they want to go, but I don't see them in here, so they're not in the background either. So I don't know if they still.
Okay. DuckTales.
Yeah, oh they ducking?
Uh,
That's what it sound like to me. They were about that life, now they ducking. Let me play it for
Now-
them real quick.
now, I do want to ask something, bro. Because if we're not allowed to look for information, hear me out here, okay? If you are not allowed to do information, then it has to be opinion. It has to be, because Ty was holding against me, like you're not doing any analytics. You're just going for what your opinion is. And,
Okay.
And wishful. Well, I kind of have to, right?
Right.
I kind of have to.
But that's what you have to do, right? Like so that's what it's about, right? Like if you watch shows like Ty was saying, like if you say something wrong and I don't catch it, like you said with let's say hypothetically Ty said something wrong or whatever, like with the Hall of Fame and the just another guy thing. If I miss it, you know what I'm saying? Then I miss it. You know, so if you say something that's wrong and I don't catch it, because I'm not referencing anything either. So that's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to intentionally bullshit, but because if you do get caught, then I'm gonna deduct points. If you say something that's false that I know and I happen to catch it, I'm gonna deduct points. But yeah, man. And so number one, and like what Ty said too, I don't know if you caught it, but y'all don't have to disagree. Y'all could both. So for example, if we do a dream match and y'all both think I don't know, Canelo and Terrence Crawford, that's a dream match, right? That's about to happen. But and y'all both pick Canelo. Whoever kicks Canelo's success better than the other one, like one doesn't have to pick Bud. Yeah,
If we would
could
have picked
agree.
the tank fight, TJ Doheny, I'm 100% sure we agree on that.
I'm telling you. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's not about it could be hypothetical. It could be. It's just your opinion. Yeah, it is your opinion. So and even with Ty, like with Ty said, you weren't giving anything analytical. Remember, he's going at your head. So just because he said that. All right, bet.
You know,
Thank
not
you.
to interrupt you.
So just because he said that you're not doing something, that don't mean that that don't mean you should switch it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like people say, oh, Giannis needs a 3-point shot. I mean, well, he's still dominant. If you can't stop him in the post, why you need a 3-point shot? So if you feel like you're doing good on whatever way that you're doing it, keep doing it. You was letting Ty knock you out your post, out your pivot.
You was yapping, and it was like you wasn't actually stating anything for the moderator or the people in the chat to go by.
So you were just chatting.
Yeah, it was like you said. Example.
Hey yo.
I think Stephen Curry has the best 3 in the world. And instead of saying, yo, it's because of, the range or, his shot placement.
Right.
You said you just ended up repeating it like, yeah, he's just the greatest shooter in the world.
Trigger next time, nigga.
It's like, bro, you got a little more substance on it. Can you elaborate?
Mm.
Because remember, even though it's a debate, it's about how well you can sell it to the moderator and the people that's in the chat.
Facts.
It don't matter what the fuck I'm saying.
Facts.
You can listen to what I'm saying, all right, yeah, he said that. I'm gonna counter that. Oh, he was wrong about that. I'm gonna bring that up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, this man Dub playing with his camera. I'm asleep. I was just about to fix the names and he disappeared. Okay, he back now. That's the only thing that sucks about the Discord because I got to switch up the names all the time. My boy Dub in the building.
I'm gonna get you, Dub. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Dub.
Yo, business now. Yo, business now.
Meantime, how you doing?
Oh my goodness, bro. Man, that was too fun, man. Shout out to y'all, man. So who we got running now?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
My boy Ski masked up. I don't think Tufo about the life baby. He does have babies too, so he probably tending to his kids too. We got but yeah, we could run another one though, man, and we could shoot, Ty could be the moderator. You know what Ty said the other day though, which I thought was real interesting. He said, but 2v2, I got to figure out how I could do that. That'd be fire. A 2v2, that'd be cool.
Yes, sir.
I gotta figure out some stuff. See how I could. That'd be dope, man. But good stuff though, man. That was your first time too, man. That was good. Shout out to Ty. That was good as well. Matter of fact, I forgot to give the winner thing, man. Hold on, bro. I'm tripping, bro. I got the winner and the loser, man. Hold on, let me do the winner. It's all love, but let me do the winner real quick.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
That's that boy Ty, man. Stop playing with my name, man. All three of y'all, my name come up, respect it. This was for irony.
Know your fucking place, trash.
What is he doing? I can't see what he's doing. What are you doing?
Nothing, bro. Don't worry about it. Nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. I ain't put nothing, bro. I ain't put nothing, bro.
The rapper.
Yeah. Birdman. Yes, sir. Birdman. That was for Ty, man. I can't figure out that go. All right. So Dub, what's good, man? Your opponent ducked you, bro. You, bro.
I ain't surprised.
That's crazy, man. My boy Dub got him shaking in their cheese, man. Shaking in my cheese. What commercial was that? That was like a little sticks in the cheese commercials, little snacks. Shaking in my cheese.
Shout out to Irony Chat GBT.
Hey, Irony, Dub was on your head. Ain't no snitching. We ain't snitching, but I gotta say that, bro. Dub was on your head when you was Googling, boy. Shout out to Dub, man. Dub was on your head top.
You were when I wasn't here. You were because I was driving and I was checking on the freaking comments, and you were accusing me of ducking and stuff. So I'm gonna get you.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling you out right now. Let's set it up.
Bet.
I'm gonna get you.
Bet.
You break
Shout out to Irony, man. Irony be about that life now.
Running it.
You need
your words real soon, brother.
You need another training camp.
That's crazy. I gotta add Irony to it.
Rankings.
You trying to get to the rankings right now? Yeah, I'm adding it right now.
Bro, I was like this to take out the champ, and if it wasn't for Tony Cheatham here,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
Worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be my comeback fight.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Hey,
oh
my
goodness.
Brother? No, in all seriousness, is everything good? God bless, bro.
God bless you. Absolutely, man. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Irony. Yeah, man. I don't think 2-4 ready, bro. 2-4 ain't ready, man. That's crazy, bro. That's good. It gives me some time to do this anyway, so.
What are you talking about?
Hey, play that DuckTales, man.
Yeah, I played it, bro. The man ducking, bro. That's crazy, bro. Man, out here ducking.
Man, need to chill.
What happened, bro? Steven, the coach, the trainer? What happened?
If y'all gonna be live in like 30, I'm gonna join up, trying to get Tom back to sleep. So in like 30, he said right now.
2-4 said, yeah, I bet. Yeah, I figured he was doing something with his youngins. That's right. Take your time, bro. Take your time. I mean, we always got another day too, man. Good Lord willing. I can set up for the morning show too.
Yeah, man. Hey, did y'all see did you guys see the man, Beaver look a little nervous. You see Eddie Hearn talking to Better Beef?
Yes.
And Better Beef was like, hey man, I appreciate your business.
Yes, that was too funny. He said, yup, you give me guys and I beat them. That joke was hilarious, bro. He said, yeah.
Bevo was sitting there, man. I felt
Yes,
so
sir.
bad
Oscar.
for him.
I felt bad too bad, bro. Bivol has to win, bro. I'm really going for him, man. Not that, like I said, it's nothing against Better Beef. I just want to see a rematch, and Bivol just sees like I just feel like he deserves. I mean, you deserve what you get. You know what I'm saying, winner or loser, because no one doesn't deserve to win. But I just feel like Bivol, man. I want him to win, bro. It's not that I necessarily I want Bitter Beef. I know it sounds, you know, it's the same thing essentially, but it's not that I want Bitter Beef to lose. I just want Bivol to win, man. I really want.
I want to see Bivol Benavidez, but you know how boxing works. It's like kind of what you want, you don't get.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
It's kind of those things, and we kind of going off of who we like, and then you know you start messing up.
Yep.
I don't like saying I feel. I just, if you look at the scenario, I think everybody kind of wants undefeated versus undefeated. It'll be better. It'll be Benavidez versus Better Be.
Yep, that's what we want. That's true.
Yeah.
Trilogy, but I don't want Bivol to get hurt either, because there's plenty of fights for him. And Bivol versus Morrell would be a banger. And Big Turk, yeah.
Yep.
So that's coming, because I think once Morrell get rid of that manager he got stealing his money, I think Turk
that's still
Cubas?
Yeah, still in his munions. Yep, that's what they say. The Cubas senior. I don't know how true it is, but that's it looked true. The way David Benavidez said it, that's the way he reacted.
I think what happened, basically, you know how it works behind the scenes. Hey man, they offering us $5 million, but they really offered 10, let's say, example. And then old boy was taking 5 and giving Morrell 5 to split with his people. So that's what I think was happening on the back end.
True.
Because that's why he was so mad and he wanted to get physical. And then, what is he, 70 years old? He was trying to.
Yeah, he wilding out there looking like. So what was the dude that was yelling with Floyd? He said, if I was 20 years younger, who was that again? Larry Merchant.
Larry Merchant.
Yeah.
Larry Merchant.
The Cubans out there looking like Larry Merchant.
Oh, that's a chump right there. Yeah.
No, man, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Like, if you're guilty, you get defensive, and I mean that's as defensive as you can get.
Yeah. Facts.
So
yeah.
And not only that, if you see his body language, bro, like you can see, like he's really like borderline unstable, bro.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Like for real.
I'm laughing at Ty, man. Ty bringing out the celebratory drink, man. Shout out to my boy Ty, man. Big champ in the building. Yo, Ty is funny, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Oh boy, Ty bringing out the celebratory drink, bro. He dusting off the championship glass, bro.
You know, that's the type of celebration. You know what type of celebration is that? It's like, whoa, bro, I'm glad this is over. Type of celebration.
Oh, the Berlanga. That's the Berlanga right there.
That's
man.
the Berlanga? That's crazy. Nah, don't do my boy like that. Don't do my boy like that, man. He ain't no Berlanga out here, man. Don't do my boy like that, man. Oh my goodness, man. My boy got the celebratory drink out on your ass already. That's crazy.
I think.
Hey, cheers, bro. It was awesome, bro. But you know.
Got the good drink.
Irony is so much better.
Special.
Yes, sir.
I gotta give Irony super credit, because we seen him, he battled like 6 people at once, and he did great, man. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. We were all on him, and he was definitely fighting back. I think 1-on-1, he ain't got a chance with me, but you know.
Do the subtle shot, the uppercut in the clinch. Hey, yo, man.
Let's remember one thing, though. He who left the last the best.
That's true.
No, that's cool.
That's true.
You know, what's crazy though, you did bring up a good point about Calzaghe. He beat one guy, the Reed guy, because I was like trying to think about it all day. I was like, yo, Reed, and I was like, damn, I think he won a belt too. I think he had a belt. So good credit to you.
WBC belt. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like trying to count the champions in my head, and then I was like,
stop it.
I was like,
stop it.
Nah, he beat like 5 champions.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Calzaghe, man, for sure. Shout out to Joe. He is good, man. Definitely rock with Joe.
Tim Bradley's good too.
Y'all saw what I already posted? I meant to post that article where Joe Calzaghe was talking about Beterbiev and Bivol. I thought it was a good breakdown. But I saw what I already posted with Joe Calzaghe, Frank Warren talking about Carl Froch ducked him. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man.
Let's keep in mind one thing, bro. Calzaghe beat Kessler, right?
He did beat
And
Mikhail
beat
Kessler.
Froch, and Kessler beat Froch, right?
That's true.
I rest my case. Thank you.
That's
Oh,
what
triangle theory.
That's what we that's what we doing. You see, that's crazy.
So
That's,
you don't fight. You're not supposed to fight your son's son.
mm,
You're not supposed to do that.
mm.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's like Kendrick. That's like Kendrick. That's like Kendrick putting Shaq and Ewing in the top 5 centers and leaving Hakeem out. Like you're literally putting the 2 sons in and leaving the father.
Guys, hey, that's a good point. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
That's right up there.
Bro,
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
For irony, if Joe Calzaghe literally he had 3 belts, right, at 168, right? Because Canelo is the first ever 168 undisputed, right?
Yeah, in the 4 belt. Yep. No, I think period. Yeah, period. Yeah.
Yeah, who had the belt? Why Calzaghe didn't go undisputed in the 4 belt era? Because he was in the 4 belt era. What was the reason why he didn't get the 4th belt?
There was an issue with Frank Stiglitz. I have it right here.
Robert Stiglitz.
Give me a second. It was either Stiglitz or Robin Reed, one of the two. Give me 1 second.
The German Stiglitz guy?
Yeah.
The German fighter? Okay.
Give me a second.
Because like I wanted to know, it's a genuine question because I was like, man, because I don't think Andre Ward had that yet, but I'm pretty sure that he brought that belt for some way, somehow. He had a belt, obviously, they started the tournament with the 168.
I could be messed up too. I thought Lucien Butte had a belt that was stopping Calzaghe from getting all the belts too.
I think that has to do with Lucien Butte, but a little bit indirectly.
So, like but yeah, I'm not certain though. Don't quote me. I'll have to do my research on that again.
Hey guys, because then I think brought that belt in. Didn't he beat Lucien Butte and then he brought the belt in the tournament? Froch brought it in, and that's how Ward was able to get it.
Maybe.
He definitely whooped Lucien Butte's ass. I think you're right, actually.
Froch beat Butte, and then Froch brought the belt all the way to Oakland, I think, and he fought Ward or something like that in the tournament.
Part of that Super 6. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was wondering, how did the belt get there? But yeah, Stiglitz is the German boxer. He had it for a while. One of
168 was on fire, man. For a while. I mean, back then, man, that was some good fighters there, man.
So that means Joe ducked the tournament. Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Documented.
Well, he ain't doing
he did fight one guy he fought 2 guys from the tournament, right? He fought Kessler, he fought Bika. So
right. So right.
Bika wasn't in the tournament, was he?
Bika fought Green, didn't he? Or somebody early.
I don't think he was in the Super 6. Dang, man, my memory. I don't think so. Because I remember. This is how I remember it. I remember it was somebody lost and got hurt and dropped out and was replaced by Alan Green. Who was that? Right? Or was Alan Green replaced by somebody? Somebody dropped down and got replaced by somebody.
Arthur Abraham,
Jermaine Taylor. Yep. Maybe Jermaine Taylor was no.
Kessler.
Mikhail Kessler.
Ward, and who's the other one?
Andre Durrell.
I'm sorry, Durrell. There it is. Yeah,
that's who Durrell fought Green, I think.
But remember, didn't Durrell get hurt when he fought Arthur Abram? Or Arthur Abram got DQ'd because he hit him late or something.
Something like that happened.
Yeah. Arthur Abram hit him late and he got DQ'd. Yeah, that's what happened. But then, I don't think Sakio Biko was in there.
Okay.
He might have fought.
He
might have fought Alan Green though, but just wasn't in the tournament. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, it might have been later on.
I have to go look.
So Joe only ducked Durrell, Abraham, Froch,
Ward.
Who else he ducked?
Please say Andre Ward, because I'm gonna hit you with a sledgehammer so hard, bro. Please say Andre Ward, bro.
I ain't said nothing, bro. Shout out to Joe Calzaghe, man.
I'm gonna say Ward because Ward never ducked no smoke.
Talk to him. All the smoke.
He was in a bad contract and he still fought all of them.
Come on now.
He was in.
You see his podcast. His podcast called All the Smoke, bro. If he was ducking smoke, you couldn't be on there, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Go fight bigger dudes.
32 times, bro. 32 times.
Bro, that's good, bro. Come on, man. 32?
32 times, bro. The other guy fought almost 50 times.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, but look at the names, though. Look at the names.
Come on, man. Chad Dawson, bro. He fought Chad Dawson. He fought Sergey Kovalev twice. Come on, bro. Fought in the Super 6 tournament.
He beat him with the low blows. That's the only guy that I've ever seen fight with low blows.
You know,
I'll give him that
thing. They fought Sergey Kovalev when he didn't have to.
So Joe ducked
and ran it back.
Joe ducked Frotch Ward, definitely Lucian Bute. Abraham was around.
Hold on. You said Fry. Ward fought him too, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I know. I know.
Miguel Kessler also fought him and beat him. Yeah.
Yeah. Frotch lived right down the street from Billy Joe. Billy Joe Kawasaki ducked him.
Billy Joe Kawasaki's crazy. I'll be right back, Chad. Let me go use the bathroom.
Abraham was right over there too. All them guys was right there, man. What happened?
Everybody else gets the benefit of the doubt except Joe Kawasaki. We get it.
No, he was there. He had 3 of them. He was the A side. I don't know what happened, man. It's like, wow.
He's never been the A side ever. He's never been the A side ever. How you gonna tell me he's the A side against Roy or B Hub? Never, ever.
Arnie, I got a question for you. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 2 fighters. You got fill in the blank. Sugar Shane Mosley lost to Vernon Forrester twice, right? Since we're talking about triangle theories. It's a guy that beat him that Sugar Shane beat. Can you name that guy?
Mayorga.
So do you really believe in triangle theories? Is that like the ironclad thing we could go off of? Or can you agree that styles make fights?
What does that do for him, though?
All right, now let me bring that into context for you. Bringing up something that, Kessler did doesn't credit Joe Kawasaki. Just saying.
Why are you putting that on him and not on the other guy? That's what I don't get. Like, you mention all these names, and it's this guy's fault.
No, he was
but
like,
you never say why.
Mikhail Kessler beat him. Kawasaki beat him. That's how you put it in there, but triangle theory is not something that's just, ironclad or, solves everything.
Okay, let me give you another one. Did you see what Frank Warren said?
Frank Warren. I don't like using words of promoters because when context is added, they'll say one thing in one instance and then turn around and say something else. It's just whatever benefits them at the time. I mean, if you're using that as your credible source, not so credible.
Until I see somebody say otherwise, I have to believe what he says, right? Because I haven't seen Carl Froch says you're crazy, you're an idiot, and Carl Froch loves to open his big mouth. I think
Carl Froch loves to open his big mouth, but as of recently, did you see what the stuff that was going on in Riyadh? For whatever reason, he's employing some of these older guys. He had a bunch of them old dudes that he was trying to put together, and Carl Froch called out, "Who? Your guy."
Yeah.
So
he wants to fight him now when he's 50 years old. That's what he wants, right?
He wanted to fight him 10, 15 years ago.
That's what Joe did.
Where's the proof of that, bro? Where's you're coming up with this stuff and you're putting it on Joe Kawasaki, but you ain't got one reason. I got a dude on tape saying Carl Froch didn't want to fight Joe Kawasaki, bro. Right there, sitting with Simon Jordan, Talk Sport, on tape. It's not like he got, a microphone on his ankle and he taped him saying that. He's giving him an interview. He's asking him and he's saying Carl Froch didn't want to fight Joe Kawasaki, bro. Like, how much more clear can it be?
He said that when? Recently, right?
Yep.
I don't know when did he say that? He did say it.
Because from my
20.
knowledge, he ain't been in good standing with Carl Froch in the last decade. So
Facts.
You mean Frank Warren?
yeah,
Joe.
Frank Warren and him
Okay,
ain't.
he hasn't been on good standing with Joe Calzaghe either. He actually sued him.
Oh, Frank. Well, yeah,
So
Frank.
he doesn't
I ain't gonna lie. You're
doesn't
not in
have
boxing if
to,
you don't get sued by Frank Warren.
right.
Yeah,
Frank Bruno, the list goes on and on. So it's not like him and Joe Calzaghe are singing Kumbaya. Like they have their own issues too. Like he doesn't have to
but
say
that's the
anything
thing.
either.
He doesn't have to deal with he doesn't have to deal with Joe Calzaghe in the same capacity he deals with Carl Froch. Carl Froch commentates a lot of his fights, and he's always on the record calling him out for negative bias takes against his fighters. So there is a ongoing beef between the two. So why would he say anything, positive about the guy?
So you're saying that he's just making all this up because he's got a beef with Carl Froch?
Is it not believable or realistic? How many times have you seen a promoter shit on a guy because they ain't on the same page or he just don't like the guy?
Right, but I also see the other guy come out and say you're BS, you're this, you're that, this didn't happen, and I haven't seen that. Like Carl Froch, we all know he ain't got no problem opening his mouth, but for
You ain't
some
lying.
reason he does have a little bit of a problem talking about this. I haven't seen Carl Froch said a peep about this. He can feel free to go ahead and
as
say, you
of
know what, you're wrong.
recently,
Here's the
but
proof.
I'm gonna be
if
honest.
we go
I
back to
don't watch.
yesteryear,
I used to watch Carl Froch's channel. I don't watch it anymore because he be talking crazy. So I can't say if he has denied it or not. I don't know.
that's where I was going to.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Just because he's not screaming it every day doesn't mean he did not refute those claims. He calls Frank all types of liars, wankers, and other things that
You call him
you know.
Wanka?
Yeah, he called him a wanker.
Yeah, sure.
And a penny pincher.
Mm-hmm. Penny pinching ass.
Not good enough.
I mean, I just present the information. I'm not trying to convince you because you always want to have your thoughts on the situation. Even if we showed you video evidence, you're still going to have your opinion on it.
Well, I did show you video evidence. I did do that.
So what is the reason why he didn't join the tournament?
He just didn't want to.
Okay. That's it. That's all there is to it.
That's it. That's what we're doing.
When was the Super 6 tournament? What year was that?
I don't remember the year. I'll have to look that up.
Was it in 08 or 09 or something like that, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay, what year did Joe Calzaghe retire?
The year prior.
So there's your answer right there, isn't it?
Can you look it up? I know
Yeah.
irony pulled up. It'll be
The whole tournament was predicated because they got tired of one man holding the belts. So
Tired of one man. Hang on a second.
it's either a full calendar year or it was like 18 months.
The tournament was held from 2009. Hang on a second. Is this the? Yeah, this is the one. From 2009 to 2011. So it's one year after Joe Calzaghe retired, bro. So if he retired, how is he holding up anything?
But the initial announcement was while he was still active.
Yeah, because
Wait, when did you say the Super 6 was? What do you say? I'm sorry, because I'm trying to do the scoring. You're saying that the Super 6
tournament was held from 2009 to 2011. And yeah, you're right. It's derailed, the other one. Not pictured are Johnson and Green, who replaced Taylor and Kessler. There's your answer.
Okay, thank you. And it was after Joe Calzaghe retired?
Yeah.
Gonzaga's last fight was in 2008 against Roy.
True.
Was way past his prime, by the way, because you love to. I always find it funny how people love to put Roy and B Hop past their prime as if Joe was 17 when he fought them. Unfortunately, that's not the case. He was also past his prime. So yeah, he retired afterwards. So how are you holding up a division if you're retired? I'm still waiting for an answer. Yeah.
You want me to answer, or you want somebody to coddle you with it?
He said, come on. If he's younger, if he's still younger, then that's still crazy, bro.
He was still closer to his fighting prime than the other
Right.
guys. But I still give him credit for the wins because, yo, you still had to get in there.
Yeah, he definitely beat B Hop.
He beat somebody.
Yeah, he definitely beat Roy too.
He beat somebody. I don't know if he beat B Hop. He beat somebody.
Yeah, and Joe Calzaghe was on the floor every fight too and got up. So yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
I think if it was like 7 years prior, he still would have beat Bernard.
You know, it's funny because when you start really looking at him, you can't help but to notice how great he is. Like when you start to when you tell the demon to sit still and you just look at him like logically, you can't help but to be like, damn, bro.
Yo, getting up off the floor every fight is crazy.
So Doc, when they tell you about them crazy Tank fans, that's what they mean.
That's crazy.
He doesn't address it. You see how he doesn't address it? He always goes to, you're yapping, you're doing this, you're doing that. But that's, in other words, he's going over here, and over here instead of going here.
You're crazy, man.
I see you.
He said, I see you. I'm about to oh, we got 2-4 in the bag. Okay. What's good, brother?
You're in trouble.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't do another one, man. I ain't gonna wake up for the morning show, man. If we do another one, bro.
Yo.
I'm lying. I will wake up, but I ain't get my topics right.
We can help you out.
Y'all can hear me.
Yes, sir. What's good? 2-4?
What's the word?
Man, not much. No,
now who's ducking?
Look, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look like you was ducking. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But, nah, you good, bro. Yeah, already. Yeah, do your thing, man. I already know. You see if I could. I need some topics for tomorrow. That's what I need. Good Lord willing.
Was Bacoli getting ready for a fight, or he just getting off the couch? What are you doing?
He was supposedly he should have been getting ready for should be getting ready for FA Jogba, but they didn't have a definitive date yet. So I don't know how seriously he was training. You know what I'm saying? That's still the big question. I don't know how his conditioning is, and I don't know, man.
I thought he was fighting on the Ryan and Dev card in May.
He was fighting FA Jogba? I didn't see that.
I thought, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was in May. I knew it was in summer, but I didn't know they had a. I don't think so.
Unless that whoever posted it must just been saying May. It might not have been legit. I just seen it on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was in the summer, but I didn't know they had a. That's news to me. If you were supposed to be fighting on the Ryan and Rolly joint, because is Ryan and Rolly and Devin and Ramirez on the same card or what? That's on the same card, right? Okay.
That was the plan, right?
Yeah, I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
I remember people criticizing because Devin was gonna be like Ryan was gonna be the main event and Devin was gonna be the co-main or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's how it is. I mean, that makes
they flipped it.
That's how I think it is.
So Dev the main event now?
No.
Ryan.
Dev was the main event. Now Ryan is. Dev's the co-main.
I do think well, I don't know.
That makes sense.
Honestly, bro, I think Devin's got a tougher opponent than Ryan.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Ramirez is tougher, but I was thinking which one is more sellable. Probably just because of two big personalities, you know.
Without a doubt, the more sellable is Rolly.
That's what I was gonna say. Probably Rolly and Ryan.
Rolly and Mike can still a fight by himself. Forget about that.
So maybe that's why, but I don't like. I think it should be Devin and Ramirez because what you said, like I think they're the two higher caliber fighters. So from a competitively, I think Haney and Ramirez should be But I guess I get it because, yeah, like you said, Rolly and Ryan, they're gonna be funny. Their press conferences are gonna be funny.
They flipped it because of Oscar.
Yeah, that part too. That makes sense too.
This whole thing is, I got 2 fighters that's in the main card as far as, the co-main and main event. I'm putting more resources to this.
Who's the other fight? Oh, Ramirez. Duh. I'm tripping. Yeah, I forgot he's on Golden Boy.
It was like, hey, the pay still want me to pay. So
yeah,
he spoke to the fighters. They was like, my purse ain't gonna change. Cool,
right.
I don't mind it.
All right.
So they headlining, but it's not like they getting the main eventers take.
Right.
I low-key think Dev will get the main event regardless who they're fighting, unless it's like a tank or some shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just think he got more like star power. That's really what it is, the star power.
Mm-hmm.
Because even when they fought, Ryan got the bigger share, so it'll make sense.
Ryan only got it off a tank pay-per-view, so that went a long way.
Hell yeah.
Oh, when they fought, Ryan got more?
Yeah, it was a 55-45 Ryan way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did know that. Yeah, that's right. And I was surprised at that, too.
Is there a reason why they're not fighting right away, Ryan and Devin?
I don't know.
Time to get acclimated.
It wouldn't even be smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've both been out for a while. And
inactivity. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then we want to build it.
Yeah, I like the fact they're taking the fight in between. But
here's the thing: there's no guarantee both of those guys are gonna win, man.
Exactly. And
that's true, bro. That's true.
That's rolling catch Ryan ass.
For their matchup, it don't matter if they win or lose.
Yo, you think they have the rematch regardless?
Yeah, fight.
Dude, Ramirez is good
regardless.
The Garcia, guy, the 140 that was beating all those guys, Hooker and those guys.
Yeah,
is that guy's good, man.
Ramirez gave Prime Josh Taylor a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah, he only has Barbosa was only his second loss, so yeah, he's a good fighter. I actually thought he was going to beat Barbosa.
Been inactive also, right? Something weird about him. Ramirez has been inactive also, I think, right? After the Josh Taylor fight, I think he spent a long time without fighting, and then
he just lost to
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
Ramirez was fighting a lot at 140, and then to go up in weight, and he was a big guy then, so I think he needed time to rest because he actually was living at the Garcia house, even though he had the belt, so he was really focused. But that Taylor fight was rough.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all think if Boots get Barrios, not Boots, if they ever get that Barrios, that WBC from Barrios, he'll fight Boots?
I don't think so. I don't think that fight happens.
The Barrios, he will fight Boots.
No,
because he number 1 for Barrios' belt already.
Yep. Yeah.
I think.
I don't mean he's going to be named though. That's the only bad part about it. Being number 1 doesn't definitively mean you're the mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I don't see them putting him there just to have him ranked there for no reason. If not Barrios, whoever get that belt next, gonna have to fight Devin Haney, or they gonna put him in position by fighting for an interim or something like that. Because the WBC fuck with Devs.
Yeah. What you think, Ty? You think they'll fight?
Big Turk won it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Out there.
I don't see Boots and Devin Haney fighting, man. I could be wrong. I like that fight. That'd be a good one, but I don't see it.
He won undisputed.
I would rather see Devin and Teofimo, honestly. That's just me.
Teo gonna really go up there.
All right. Me too. Yo, have a good night too, Oscar. Appreciate you coming through, man. Great show. Thank you, bro. Glad the squabble's back. Yes, sir, man. We gonna lock in with that, man. I'm glad. Shout out to Irony Tufo. Dub being willing to run it, man. Wait, Tufo, you ran. Who'd you go against? You ran before.
I think it was Ty, if I'm not mistaken. It was Ty or Dub, one of them.
Yeah, I think it was Ty because Dub only went once. Yeah, I think it was Ty. Okay, Beck, I need to add you to the. Let me add you right now. Too far, I forget again.
That was an unsanctioned W.
Unsanctioned?
I got robbed low key, but we ain't gonna speak on.
That's crazy, right? I be robbing everybody, man. I be robbing everybody, bro.
That's
crazy, bro. That's crazy.
We're gonna have two more judges next time.
I'm telling you, we might have to.
Hey, Boxer 2-4. What you think about Granny Skull right now? You think he
I still feel the same way.
That's right. He
I'm
was
not
defending
agreeing.
him.
Wait, what you say?
You think he should at least take a year off, or worry about the business thing rather than actually training his son?
Well, I would say it's like just how like they got a running Shields in their corner, get like a good like manager, like to like learn the game from and fall back from that promoting side. Like let Oscar and what's called do that. Like I don't agree with his tactics, but I wouldn't say fire him because of what he be doing.
You know what's funny? They might not
What's
even
that?
have Ronnie Shields after the stuff that was happening during the camp.
Yeah, but
yeah, right.
Because they was kicked out the gym because of some Mickey Ficky.
Mickey
Oh, they
Ficky.
really did get kicked out the gym. I thought they was just trolling.
No, I think Floyd. I like how he tried to do his little marketing thing with certain things. He'll use a real event, but try to put his own spin to it.
Yeah.
Like authorities did go to his house, not for no drugs though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I felt like he was doing that the whole time, like just like saying shit, and then like that's why when something actually happened, it's like we don't believe that shit neither. But it might just be true, especially with Du Bois just now getting sick.
The problem is he said so many things that it's like, what do I believe now?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I'm not saying I believe him, but I don't not believe it neither. It's just up in the air with me. Like I don't know what to believe for real.
A lot remains to be seen. You think?
For sure. But they said he's supposed to be he got discharged from the hospital or something. So like he should be good. So I think if they was lying, like that should have come out. Like Kid Austin was discharged from the hospital with no poisonous symptoms or none of that shit.
I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
He is discharged from the hospital.
Yeah. About that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I would say not fall back off social media, but like change up your tactics. But then again, all publicity is good publicity. And that like type of
yes and no. But
so look, if he just pissed everybody off, right? It's just gonna make people want to see them lose. It's not gonna like, oh, we ain't watching Kid Austin no more. Like people still gonna want to see him fight because of his style.
It's a thin line between trying to promote and trying to implicate people for stuff.
For sure.
Like
that's why I say he need to change his tactics.
Saying somebody planted drugs on you, that's a serious offense.
Yeah, that's nothing to play with, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you're
the
looking
type of names he was using, like Jay Prince, that ain't no type of name you just go around using and shit. That could get some real backfire to it.
Right.
Like that's
I know if I'm Jay Prince, I'd be like, hold on. Like, don't be playing like that. I could be having some real shit going on right now, like some real investigations. Like you want to play with my name.
And he definitely do be in those investigations.
Facts.
With the Migos thing and everything else, man.
Yeah, that's why I would feel some type of way about that. Like that's why I don't agree with his tactics, but like I wouldn't say fire him. I tell him just fall back a little bit, like you said. Like just try a different route. Like how you been doing? Like just make up some Spawn stories and shit.
Because the problem is who's gonna want to deal with you now? You know, if you keep going down this rabbit hole, who's gonna want to deal with you? You know,
there you go.
That's the problem,
bro.
You know, he was capping about Abdullah though.
Well, with what? When they say he can't take a punch.
Yeah.
Or they touched him up.
He only sparred one round.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard Abdullah say before that, like he was like it's true to a certain extent. But I don't think he can do it no more or some shit like that. I don't remember what he said word for word verbatim, but somebody did replay it on the live stream. I was like, oh, okay.
They got off some shots on him, but it wasn't like he was in there little bro in him. I'll say that.
I low key
Let me ask you guys this: who do you want to see Kid Austin with now?
I don't really have a preference.
It
I
doesn't
need
even
to
matter.
see him and Abdullah Mason
Dustin,
fight like
I
some
agree.
gatekeepers. Not gatekeepers, but like some former champions and shit like that.
All
I
jokes
think
aside,
you just sit everything out for a minute.
Tank.
You say Tank?
All jokes aside, Tank.
You want to see like Kid Austin fight Tank next?
Yeah.
Shit, Shakur made him shit on himself. Tank gonna get that boy diarrhea. Like first round.
Yeah.
Streets need a body.
Before the fight.
Man.
He already did it. He just did it.
Hey, y'all see how Lamar Rose's dead fingers was shaking? Hey, look.
He got the bubble
Yeah.
gut thing.
Them boys gonna be up there, man.
So Lamar
Hey,
Rose,
fuck
yeah.
around, deliver some tissue to his door. I'll troll him like that. That's what Shakur should have been doing. Like if he was trolling him, like deliver him some tissue and shit.
Man, with all the stuff that Shakur was supposedly got away with, that's the least of, you know. That
But
would
he
have been
live in
like
a
a layup.
gated community, though.
Who does?
That's what they should have been saying. Like shit like that would have been kind of interesting, something for the fans to talk about. Like even if they was lying, like oh Shakur done deliver some Scott tissue to our door. Ooh,
Yeah, that's entertaining. You know yeah.
all
I
this
agree.
other shit. Hell no. But if you implicated people from his team, shit like that, I don't agree with all of that.
The serious allegations is meaning he don't want to fight, basically, because that's too much. But yeah, the tissue would have been funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or
But
at
then
least
again,
troll
this
with
is
us
his
like
like
he's
first
showing
time
us
on this
support.
type of stage, so he probably don't even. I ain't gonna say he don't know what he's doing, but like you know, he just a little bit over happy trying to promote the fight.
Well, to an extent, he clearly don't know what he's doing, bro. Like to an extent. I'm not gonna say 100%, obviously, but I mean,
But,
who does that?
His actual promoter ain't making no better when like he going down the fight like soon as the shit get announced.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
I think he thought Shakur was gonna say no.
That's a good
I
point.
was saying that too.
That's a good
I think a
point.
lot of people be doing that. That's why I said a lot of these fighters need to just start saying like, "Bet, let's do it," and like just see what come from the shit. Like, what if Terrence Crawford was to tell T.O., "Bet, let's do it," and then like T.O. just do what he did with Matias? Like it'll stop a lot of people from calling people out that's not trying to fight for real.
I want to say Teal and Matias, but I do give Shakur full credit because I said he should have pulled Devin Card with the offer thing.
25%. But I think if he did, right, let's say he did pull his car, he was still injured around that time. So I don't even think we would have got the best fight. So I think that's probably another reason why he didn't even pull his car. If he wasn't injured, he probably would have took the shit. Like, fuck it.
It still would have probably worked in his favor because, hey, I'm injured. We negotiating this. Jay Prince wasn't gonna let him get hold on at the table anyway. Because you seen he acknowledged, hey, I got the offer. Matter of fact, we're gonna go see what the WBC talking about.
You know what's crazy? Shakur was playing that video game one-handed. You seen it against Shiraz?
No, I see. I only saw when Caballel and Zhang were playing. I didn't see when I stopped watching by then.
But they was playing. I didn't even get to see it. I've been looking for a couple of videos.
Fatal Fury.
I'll never find it.
They're playing that new Fatal Fury.
It look dope.
Mm-hmm.
Teach your man squabble.
Teach your man how to squabble. I'm over here. I'm trying to. I'm so quiet. My fault. Cause I'm trying to do the rank. Excuse me. Trying to add Tufo and irony to the thing.
Man, I want to see what AJ and Fury is gonna do. They gotta fight, man.
I think Fury coming back.
I think so too, bro. I'm right there with you, Dub. I still want to see that fight, albeit obviously.
Best time. They both coming off losses. It don't even matter. And we know
never, bro.
We know they would take it because AJ can't let another Wilder, you know, and to be fair to AJ, right? Because Turk, they literally gave Wilder a chance to like kind of, all he had to do was win one more fight. That's what I'm saying about mixing opponents before the big fight, because then Wilder kind of messed up, and then Turk gave him another chance again, and it's he lost
That's
twice.
right.
I said
Can tell
Joseph
Turk
Parker and
really
Zhang
wanted to
Zhang.
make the Wilder AJ fight. You can tell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Wilder fans couldn't use the excuse, hey, Turk and them kind of set him up. No, they literally say, hey, if you win this, you can get the fight again, right? And they have the money. So
Yep.
it wouldn't have been 100 million, but it was probably close.
Speaking of Wilder, he doesn't have an opponent now, does he? I heard something about that fight was
it should
off
stay
or
that
whatever.
way. Yeah, it should stay that way. Hopefully it stays that way. You don't need no opponent, man.
Francis?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. That's the one. That's the one, Ty. Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about, man.
Yes, sir. Retire with the hand raised,
AJ?
bro.
I mean, not AJ. For who?
Wilder, man.
Wilder, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Retire with the hand raised at least. He deserves that much.
Yeah, what if he can't do it? What if Ngannou sent him to the shadow realm?
Yeah, he not going 0-2. 0-3, I mean.
Man, I hope so, bro. I hope you're right, but I don't know, man.
To give you guys some insight, the Francis thing, he's with that PFL league, and then right now the UFC and is basically taking their best fighters. Some of them live in Arizona. And right now, that money situation, PFL, all their big fighters haven't fought in a year, and their next title fight is 7 months away. So that league is collapsing, the one on ESPN. Plus, ESPN is getting rid of Top Rank in August, and PFL money ain't right now. So I don't know what Francis will be able to do, because he's tied in with that league still. He did have that one MMA fight, and he won, so he has the belt. But the boxing, I think, takes too much time, and their money ain't right. So all their big fighters are trying to rush to the UFC.
Ah, okay.
That's true.
So behind the scenes, and then the UFC has main fighters right now. One just vacated today or yesterday. So they got a whole lot. Yeah. So
You know, it's funny because I think it's kind of like, maybe not to the extreme of PFL, but ONE FC is kind of like that, because this guy, I think it's a French guy, René de Renier or something like that, was saying that you don't get too many fights in one, unfortunately. Like, it started, you know, he went into like a 5-minute spiel about it, and I'm like, damn, bro, imagine being like Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico said that he even if I had to have to wait like another year, I'm not fighting for PFL. That's it. That's that, bro.
Oh,
damn, it's really bad, bro.
Is that
yeah,
bad?
that's their biggest fighters. The top 3 guys, and the UFC. There's a guy named Pitbull, and he lives here right up in Arizona, right here. And he literally pretended like he was going to retire. He's 36, 37. He literally pretended he was going to retire, so they can just clear him and they let him go. And then Pico, they saw the UFC picked up Pitbull. They thought they were going to pick up Pico first, but now they're saying, hey, we released him, what Irony was saying, but we still have the rights to match it. So basically they trapped him for a year, like Irony was saying. So all of that is happening behind the scenes. And if that's happening behind the scenes, Francis is going to be tied up.
Dang.
Because they having money problems. Yeah. So, and Turk knows the financial part because he's dealing with PFL and UFC.
Yeah, I know. Initially, he was supposed to fight that one guy that walked out on the jog. But I can't remember his name.
Curtis Martin, Harper. Yeah,
Harper. Yeah, that's it. Yep. He was supposed to fight him, and then they were talking about Ngannou. So, I don't know, man.
You don't think PFL is gonna allow him to box, right? Because of that reason.
I just think it's too much behind the scenes. I think their money ain't right.
Hey, with the dude that walked out on FA Jabba, is it true that it was about like the money issue shit? Or he just didn't fight?
Yeah, it was about money.
Yeah. Okay. When that shit first came out, I thought dude really didn't just want to fight him. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because that's what they do. They try to make people look bad, and they don't try to tell the whole story, man.
Yeah, they gave him his 500, and they didn't give him the rest.
He had to fly himself out there.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they tripped.
Who's another one? Who's another good option for Wilder aside from Francis with all these loopholes and things going on?
Chisora.
Hey, I like that one. Man, that's good.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to see him fight anybody, but yeah, I'll be cool with Derek Chisora.
Honestly, bro, I was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like the only person I can think of for real. That's like on their last leg for real.
Joe Joyce.
He's on his last leg, but I don't know how he still be going 12, man. He be out of gas in the second.
Right.
Yeah, bro. But not only that, bro. That post fight, act like he did. Like I didn't like it too much, bro. Like I was like,
oh yeah, it was
man,
awful.
like yeah,
it looks like
bro. Honestly.
What did he do post fight? I don't remember.
Oh man, he started showing like if you wanted to fight Dubois.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
are
you
you
looking at his build or something, bro? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Like it was just a different look.
Yeah, he tripping.
First of all, Usyk already. Well, I mean, I don't really even need to get into it, bro. Anybody would.
Yeah. He's out for a check. It's cool.
Yeah,
he be winning. He ain't scared of nobody, So, but yeah,
that's for damn sure.
Oh,
yeah, he fight nobody. I remember, and I never felt like that. I like Chisora. I never felt like that because when David Haye hit him with the glass, I thought it was over for him. And look at him, still hanging around.
Yeah, he's still going strong. Well, I won't say strong, but still going.
Well,
I mean, still going strong. He won his last fight, so shoot.
Man.
Heck yeah, but fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. Try to think of some of these topics. What y'all want to talk about in the morning, man? I'm trying to think.
I got something for you.
I bet.
All right, Doc. All right, y'all.
Twofold. Appreciate you coming. Hey, we gonna do the when will we be able to do the squad? Would you be able to do it tomorrow? And Dub. All right, well, y'all prefer the evening or the morning? Probably the evening, huh?
Probably the evening.
You too, Dub.
Yeah, same time. It's fine.
Okay.
A little early.
All right, bet.
I bet.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Virgil.
We got to get it in. It's going to be a big weekend, so we're going to be.
Oh, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said check on Virgil Ortiz? Bet. Let me write that down.
So, Oscar was asking in the chat, don't forget, Doc, that those fights are earlier because they're going to be out there, right? Or is it...
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yep. So, Saudi Arabia. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it might be a little earlier.
Yep.
Be a big week.
Yeah, he was looking a little drained.
Ask you guys, like, what time does he usually? I don't have that time difference as clear in my head. What time do you think the Callum Smith fight is gonna be? Like noon or something like that, or?
I'll start checking around then.
Yeah, because I don't know. They do have some prelims too, right? So that'll be on as well. I would say noon. Yeah.
It's not as extreme as like Australia, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think it's.
Yeah, it should be. I'll tell you right. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. It'll be about 2:00. That's when the main card should start.
Oh, okay.
I want to see that 8-42 guy. What the hell? How did he get that job?
Wait, who's 8-42, bro?
Dude on the card that's 8-42.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he's like,
oh my god.
He English?
I heard he's a consummate professional.
Yeah, he showed up and everything. I mean, it's funny. They walked him out and everything during their arrivals, and the interview guy walked right past him. I didn't even know who he was.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's noon. It's noon on this one. So check it out.
It is noon. Okay.
Yeah, Eastern time. No problem. That's crazy. You said check on Virgil, right? Like Virgil Ortiz health, right? Looking drained and stuff?
Yeah, I'm not. No. He might be a little drained, but one positive, he made it through all the WBC weight checks.
Hey.
With the BBO of OC, they have their own checks. So
yeah.
He checked in yesterday and Monday, and he's been fine. That's probably the reason why he looked thin and lethargic.
Yeah, I got measured up by KO.
Damn.
TK.
I agree.
Yep.
Imagine how far he's gonna wait.
British boxing board of control.
Shiraz Adames is a good fight we didn't mention. Man, it's man, I feel bad for Parker, man, but at the same time, man, Parker he hits hard too, man. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
good, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Foley's gonna play it. You can't even go by looks anymore, but we're gonna see because if he hits hard, I mean, like you guys were saying, if Parker takes it to the later rounds, it's gonna be interesting. Cause
Yep, and heavyweights ain't no joke.
What we just
shit,
seen,
fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and call him, man. I mean, hey, y'all can chill, do y'all thing. Just because I slide don't mean that y'all gotta slide. You know what I'm saying? It's open. It's
Yeah,
up.
go ahead and
Yeah,
scream.
yeah. All right, bet. Yeah, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Shout out to Irony. Shout out to Dub. Shout out to Ty, Tufo, Oscar.
Hey, God bless, dog.
God bless you too, man. Thank you. And appreciate the games too, man. Games was fun, man. I love it. So hopefully we can do more.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. All right, man. God bless, man. Y'all have a good night. Yes, sir, man. Chat, I'm about to go ahead and slide, man. Appreciate y'all rocking. We did the squabble. I'm gonna get better with the presentation and stuff like that. We haven't ran it in a long time, so I should have brushed up on it. But like I said, there was a lot of news today, you know. So I was just no excuse. I gotta do better, but there was just a lot of news. So I was making a lot of other videos. But I appreciate everybody rocking for real, man. Shout out to Ty, shout out to Irony, man. The squabble's back. You feel me? I appreciate the love. Shout out to Tech Dumb Dad for the gifted memberships as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all be easy. I appreciate it, and we should be back on in the morning if I can think of some topics, which I should be able to, because we got some stuff to talk about, some stuff to chat about. Yes, sir. But y'all be easy. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember with God, if you do anything without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. Y'all have a good night. God bless. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.